Chris Rock.
I fucked up.
And then nowadays, all you gotta do is like 2 seconds. I got the information right here.
Yeah, it's literally at your fingertips.
That's like I said. There's like the kids. I'm like, dude, all my kids have cell phones. Use it. Like Jackson, he's gotten better about it. He'll use Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
He's always asking Alexa, but it's kind of annoying because whenever he's done and Alexa continues, Alexa, shut up. I'm like, dude, you don't have to. Not be even rude that, to her.
But he like screamed.
Like I know that it's like
Elliot's
I know
the same
that like
way.
No, but it's still it's how you teach manners, right? Like so,
Yeah.
even though she's AI or whatever, like
that's how I feel about it. Like if you treat that thing like that, like in the future, are you gonna treat other people like that? You just tell them to shut up. Like that's rude.
I used my mom like Google, but it was because like I trusted my mom, and it was about like cooking stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? And so like if you call your mom because you want to know the best way to do something, right? And now I only have Google.
No, because if I were an adult and I were to call Dad about something, hey Dad, how did you do this? How did you make the Alfredo sauce? He's like, I don't know. Google it.
Yeah.
How do you think he learned how?
That's exactly how I learned.
But I don't know which. Do you know how many recipes are on Google?
99% of the time, they're all gonna have the same ingredients with a little bit of a tweak.
Yeah.
It's about like you just find what works for you.
Like I make cheeseburger soup.
Yeah.
I got the recipe off of the internet, but I tweaked the fuck out of it because I didn't like the way it was made. So I make it a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like it wants like. I make double batches, but it wants like a whole, for each batch, you want a whole cube of Velveeta cheese. Like, that's way too much fucking cheese.
I agree.
So, whenever I make a double batch, I only use 1 cube instead of 2.
Yeah.
I also add double the amount of hamburger because I don't think there's enough hamburger in it. And also, like, I also add garlic to mine.
Yeah.
So, and things like that. I tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, for your own taste.
I
do too.
It's garlic is a must.
If you're cooking hamburger meat, just cook it into the hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have to tweak recipes to your own taste, regardless.
Yeah.
There's very few recipes that I follow to this day to the. I can't think of one off the top of my head that's like to the nail.
No, right, yeah.
Like they're all in my head usually, and
so whenever I make Alfredo for chicken Alfredo, I looked up the Olive Garden Alfredo. I love Alfredo.
And putting the cheese in the mix.
And so theirs is good, but I found that good, but it calls for like the Parmesan cheese, the sliced up, or not sliced, but the grated kind or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't say, it says use fresh Alfredo cheese or whatever, Parmesan cheese.
No.
I found that the best tasting one is the kind that you use for like
the shaker.
The shaker from like the green.
That's what I use when I make.
That's what
Alfredo.
I use instead of using the fresh stuff because you get more flavor. I don't know if it's
I'll buy
better.
the canned stuff too and hold just like when I'm trying to make a quick one. But yeah, if I'm making Alfredo from scratch, I'm using just that shaker stuff. I mean,
yeah, it's good though.
I'm not gonna
I like the shaker. I save it and then I'll call me a fat ass if you want, but I save it the rest of it in a bowl and put it in the fridge. And every once in a while, I'll pull it out and I'll heat it back up and I'll make breadsticks and I just dip the breadsticks in it.
No judgment, man.
I'm like, it's good, dude. I don't fucking care. I love that's
judgment.
The best. Like whenever we go to Olive Garden, that's what I do. I would order an extra thing of Alfredo because you get unlimited breadsticks. I'm like, breadsticks, dude. I can fill up on that shit.
That shit.
I don't even like bread, but them breadsticks with that fucking Alfredo is the shit.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever tried it, but I will have to now.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love their Alfredo
I usually
sauce.
fill up on their breadsticks and salad.
Breadsticks.
Oh, I love their salad.
I like garlic bread, but I don't like the breadsticks.
It's actually better.
I like garlic bread.
Yeah. It's better with garlic bread.
I was gonna say I like garlic bread better than the sticks myself.
Yeah, I just think the sticks taste like they've been in a freezer.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You can make garlic bread and it don't taste that way. But
yeah, garlic bread, especially
taste...
the Texas toast kind, not the off-brand.
And I like
shit.
a little bit of crunch there, I like that.
Mm-hmm. The surrounding part.
Yeah, and breadsticks. If you try to do that, you're gonna burn them. So
did anybody watch the Monday Night Raw last night?
No.
Me and Jackson did.
Yeah.
That's why I'm tired because we stayed up and watched the whole fucking thing.
When did it go off?
It didn't stop until like 11.
Oof.
Yeah. And when it came on, it was like a 3-hour show. I'm like, 3 hours? Like, man.
There was like 3 or 4 different shows, weren't there?
There were 4 matches, but I'm like, they could cut all this down a lot.
Well, they have a bunch of shit in between.
They have to put on a show.
Well, that and then like they're still showing commercials, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's streaming on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's exclusively on Netflix. Why do you need commercials?
It's probably a deal they got or something.
Maybe. I was
because-
really
That's probably how
annoyed.
WWE makes their money too.
Right. Well, they're going to make money. Now they're broadcasting all around the world simultaneously. So I mean, I don't see why. I'm sure they made a fucking fuckload of money.
I'm just saying
Off
they
of this
make
deal.
extra money by having the ads on.
This is
there.
probably the best deal they would ever. They're calling it the Netflix era. You know how like we had the Attitude Era and all that.
Attitude
shit?
Era was the best.
Oh,
Sorry.
for sure.
What's the attitude? What does that mean?
That was when we
Stone
were like,
Cold,
yeah, middle
The
school.
Rock.
The Rock, D-Generation X,
Fucking
Oh, I gotcha.
what was
American
Brad-
Badass.
No, Brad,
That was WCW.
Bradshaw and Farouk. Added. What the hell were they called? They're a little coalition.
Oh, are you talking about the? Wait, Bradshaw?
Yeah, Bradshaw and Farouk.
I don't know.
They had their little. Oh fuck! I can't remember what they're.
You guys would know better than me. I was into like.
Are you talking about whenever they were like? Are you talking about the big black dude in Bradshaw?
Yeah, when they were running
They
together.
were like they were kind of like hitmen or bodyguards or some shit. They were like,
Yeah.
but they were like badasses that nobody would mess with.
Yeah, this one.
Like they go in the backstage and they'd be back there gambling and smoking cigars,
Yeah.
and drinking beer.
Let me look that shit
Yeah, I
up
don't
because
know.
I used
I
to.
don't know.
The Attitude Era was.
I'm
the
gonna
best.
kick myself
I
in the
agree.
ass for not remember that.
That was back whenever Stone Cold was like all against Vince McMahon, and then it
He was
awesome.
always against big Vince McMahon.
right.
I think some of that was legit.
No, not
No.
really. They
No?
were good. They were actually had a good working relationship.
APA, Acolytes Protection Agency.
Yeah, that's what it was. APA.
Yeah.
But no, they actually got along pretty well. It was actually him and Bret Hart that hated each other.
Yeah.
Bret Hart actually punched him one
Yeah,
time
well,
backstage.
Bret Hart kind of had a reason to.
Yeah, yeah, because of his brother
Oh.
That
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
But he straight decked him. He said he hit him so hard, knocked him on his ass. He was dazed.
Yeah. You
So-
seen Vince coming out of the dressing room dazed and trying to walk around.
No, that was an actual thing too. He actually did deck him. And Bret Hart to this day still don't like him.
Well, I think
Who
they
does?
made amends,
true.
but it's still. I mean,
Vince has made an entire career out of being a giant chode, so.
Well, then he's like, which that was a character that he played. But everybody's like, yeah, but it's not far off from what he really
That's what I was
is.
going to say. Like, you can't play a character that well and not be.
Yeah, and that's what
close.
they said too. They said, yeah, that's the kind of character that he played.
Same reason that
Some
Ryan
of
Reynolds
those
is so
things
good as
are
Deadpool.
him.
It's the same reason that Ryan Reynolds is good at Deadpool. I mean,
Yeah,
that's who he
Yeah,
is
who he is.
as
he
a
acts
person.
like that.
So
Yeah.
it's not really having to act.
yeah,
That's who
exactly.
you are.
Anyway, I got one thing for the internet. It's not really internet. Actually, I wanted to bring up something. Did you guys hear about Aubrey Plaza's husband?
I did.
That's fucking sad, ain't it, man?
Yeah.
She walked into they lived together, her and her husband, and she walked into their bedroom and he had hung himself. Dude, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, for one, you're married to Aubrey Plaza. I
No
would not
shit.
I would not be an unhappy person. Aubrey Plaza's beautiful, and she's
Yeah, but
fucking
you don't
hilarious.
know what she's like, though. I mean,
I
and
don't
I'm
know.
not blaming her. Don't take that way.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm saying
I feel
that
like she would probably be a pretty entertaining person to be around.
maybe, probably, but I don't know.
But so from what I understand and what I've gathered, this isn't confirmed. But this is my guess. It's been speculated that the reason why he probably did this to himself is because he's had so many failed movies. So he's had quite a few movies, and they're all like pretty much all of them have bombed. I think all but one. He's done like 10 movies, and all but one have bombed. And he's just in because he's a movie director.
Yeah, but I mean, get a new career.
I know, but whenever
Try-
your passion is that, and you feel like you're failing at it, I mean, I don't know, but
Okay,
I don't
but
want to put anybody on the spot or blame anybody. But
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that there are options out there. That,
I agree.
You
No,
don't
I
have
agree.
to-
He took the easy way out.
you don't have to.
That's
do
bitch
that.
mode right there to me. So
Especially when you have people who care about you.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, because you just fucked up Aubrey Plaza. That's selfish of you. Aubrey Plaza's probably going to go through
So-
life now like,
suicide
What did I do?
is the,
You know what I mean?
the
Am I
most
not
selfish
hot enough?
act.
oh, damn, am I not good enough?
Yeah, suicide is the most selfish act.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I don't.
Because not only are you taking your life, but you're taking your
fucking
life
up-
away from other people.
You're fucking up everybody.
And you're
else
fucking
around.
everybody else up around you.
And you know what? Like, on top of that, though, like if you did it because you're sad or you're trying to draw attention to yourself, you just fucked yourself because nobody's looking at you. They're looking at your loved ones and going, "Oh my god, Are you okay? You know what I mean?
And it's got to
Like,
say
nobody's-
something for yourself whenever a woman is as successful as Aubrey Plaza is married to you and loves you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says a lot for what you have. You may not be
I understand
a
that
great film director or something like that, but
mental
like,
illness is a lot more than this,
Right.
like what we're talking
Yeah.
about. And I understand that. I mean,
yeah, it's all up here, you know
that's
what I mean?
what my degree's in, so I have a working knowledge. I'm definitely not practicing, and I don't remember everything that I should, but it's a lot deeper than that. I understand that, but there are options, and when you have people who care about you, that's where you need to look, is at those options and try to wrap your head around, get on anything, medication, anything.
Talk to somebody.
Go for a run in the mornings.
Talk to
just
somebody.
Something.
Really, that's the best medication. If you have a problem, or if you feel like something's really bothering you, or you feel down or depressed, and I know it seems hard, but talk to somebody, because I guarantee you that if you talk to the right person, they're going to try to make you feel as best as they can.
I agree. But I will say, one, your friends can only take so much.
Yeah,
You
true.
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
when you have somebody that's that hurt,
But then you're at a point where, like, is it attention seeking, or is it actually
that's what I'm saying.
depression?
And as a friend, that's where your head's going to go, right? Because you're not detached enough from it. But that's the other problem I have, is that actual help is so fucking expensive in this country.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It is ridiculous. You want to know why people kill themselves? Why they turn to drugs and alcohol? I mean, fuck. You got psychiatrists charging $80 an hour.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Because I've been told before that I should get into some kind of counseling or whatever, go see a psychiatrist, just to talk to them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody.
But
should.
like, I'm like,
I mean,
yeah, but
you
dude,
know,
I'm not
everybody
paying
needs
them
somebody to
$100
talk
an
to.
hour to listen to me. Like,
And most
and at the end of the day, they
will
don't give
cover-
a shit
Most insurances will cover like 5 sessions. Oh, good, I'm cured.
in 5 sessions. Yeah,
I mean,
I
insanity.
just hope that Aubrey Plaza's doing well, and I hope that
And I wish
she's
she
gonna
could have
get through
gotten
this.
through
Yeah.
it somehow. But
it really
that's neither
sucks
here nor
because
there.
she's really getting to the like peak of her career. You know what I mean? So, and I'm sure this is a real fucking.
Can you imagine
shot
like
to the
what's going
nuts
through
for
her head? Oh my god!
I know. I'm
can't
sure
even
she
think.
feels terrible. But anyway, I've got. I don't know if you guys were on the Discord at all today.
Not today.
No. Okay. I got a movie.
Actually, I was
trailer.
kind of sick Saturday and Sunday, so I haven't really done much. Period. I'm better now.
You were sick Saturday and Sunday. Was it a stomach thing?
Mm-hmm.
Mine too.
Really?
I went home early.
Well, there
from
is
work
something
Friday.
going around.
I had like stabbing pains. What it kind of felt like in my stomach.
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah, I went home from work early Friday, and I'm like, I had to have gotten it from someone at the party.
Well, maybe, but I'm just saying, like, it was going around before. Like, I knew at least 4 or 5 people have kids, and their kids were sick.
Yeah.
Same thing. And then it was like, and these aren't even people that I, like, see physically. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like people that I just talk to or whatever. And it's still going around. Like, there's people at work that are talking about how their kids are sick and how they had it. And blah,
I mean,
blah,
I
blah,
didn't
blah.
feel sick or nothing. It was just like this fucking stabbing pain
Oh,
in
no,
my
Saturday
stomach.
I thought I was going to die.
No,
Sunday
I wasn't
wasn't
that
much
bad.
better.
I just the pains. I was like, I gotta go home. I'm not gonna work all day, and I didn't have nothing going on at work anyway, so I just went ahead and went home.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
So anyway, let's watch this movie trailer. It's called Hard Eyes.
Mm.
It's the second trailer. I think there's a Red
I
Band trailer.
may have seen that one because Jack really wants to see it, so he's been
So
showing
do
me
I. It
everything.
looks like a good slasher flick, honestly.
Yeah, this is the one Jack showed me today.
Yeah. What else have I seen that guy in? He looks so familiar. I know that mask looks badass.
Mm-hmm.
That's your next
Years,
Halloween.
a masked maniac known as the Hard Eyes Killer has stalked
hunted,
and brutally slain couples on Valentine's Day.
with no motive yet uncovered.
I'm sure it'll come around
The
that
7th.
time.
So a week
this is
before.
more than just murder. He's like Cupid with a kink.
Wait, is that Jordana Brewster?
Yeah, and that was Devin Sawa.
Was it really?
I'm thinking he's the killer.
God hope not.
Being chased by a fucking serial killer.
You're already calling. He's a serial killer.
Yep. Devin Sawa, he's the killer.
That dude is way too happy about
He's
almost
gonna
being
keep
murdered.
killing people.
Yeah.
He smiles a lot in the trailer alone.
I think he's in on it. It's from the Scream people, so maybe they're going back to the two killers.
It could be.
So him and Devin are in on it together. See, I already got this all figured out.
He goes to pick up the girls and
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy V-Day!
Get killed, all right. What was...
Why would he say that?
That's a good kill.
Well, your kid's not wrong. It does look like a good movie.
Yeah, it looks good.
He is, like, losing his mind over it.
Oh my goodness.
At least he's got good taste.
He does.
it's an original, or kind of. I mean,
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't say
about
original.
that.
You got, My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You got the
Valentine.
yeah, but
Anyway, that's all I had for the internet this week. I just wanted to show you guys that trailer. I thought it looked cool, and we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, which is next month. It's our closest holiday, so.
Is it a holiday?
I'm just saying, like the
Sure.
detective thing, and
I know if I forget it, I get reamed for it. So,
what's that?
Valentine's Day. She has gotten better about letting Sweetest Day go, because the last time Sweetest Day come up, she's like, "Hey, it's Sweetest Day." Oh, I was waiting to get bitched at. That's all she said. I was
What
like,
is that?
"It's like Valentine's Day, only it's in October, I think, or no."
I don't know.
I
haven't
I
done a
don't know.
Valentine's Day or.
I want to
Sweetest
say
Day
it's.
since I was like 15.
I think I'm
I
wanting to
didn't know
say it's the
Sweetest Day
beginning of
was a thing.
October.
If you think Valentine's Day is a Hallmark holiday, then Sweetest Day doesn't even register.
Yeah, because that's something that we didn't even have growing up. Sweetest Day was.
No, we did because Sam bought me cereal one time.
Yeah, but I don't remember
Sweet.
it being like a holiday. It was like something they had just come up with in the past
don't
probably
know.
20 years.
Like I said, last time I did Valentine's Day or any of that shit, I think I was like 16, 15. Because I never, I don't understand
Stupid.
it.
It's dumb.
I don't. If you love somebody,
You
then
should
that's
express
that's
it.
well,
You
that's
should
just
show
a
it every
daily
day of the year.
I was gonna say that's just a daily thing. Like
Yeah.
why do you need a special day to tell me?
I get it. I think it represents. Well, this is what it should be. It should represent a day that you set aside for just you and your significant other.
Yeah, but it's not
to
like
be
a
able to go
national
do
holiday
something.
or anything. so
No,
it's not
but I mean, like it could be something set aside. Like, hey, let's go get a hotel. Let's
You
have
mean
some
your
fun for the night.
anniversary?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it could be another day of the year where you get to set that aside and be able to do that. It's just a planned holiday for couples.
I don't need somebody to plan it for me though. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you
Well,
wanna
no,
do
I don't
something
need people to
special,
plan
then
my
just do something
birthday, but here
special.
I am. I was born on it, so fuck
Well,
it.
that's different though. You were born on that day.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Valentine's Day is the 14th of February.
Who
I don't know what you
says?
want.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm getting at. Like your
Cupid?
birthday is your birthday because you were born on that day.
I'm not defending Val. I think
Somebody
Valentine's
just
Day
went,
is fucking
"Oh,
retarded.
you know what? We need to have something
If the
where
fe-
we make people
you know
buy
what?
hearts
This
and
is how I feel.
candies."
If the federal government said that this is a special holiday for couples to go off and do their own thing, then everybody should have the fucking day off work for the couples to reignite their passion. There
Amen,
you go.
sister. Then your sister. Amen, brother.
Right. Give me the day off so me and my wife can go have a fuck fest.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, spend the day in bed naked
Yeah.
with the chocolates you want me to buy.
Don't come in. It's sticky everywhere.
How'd you get it on the ceiling,
I
man?
don't even date enough to be having this conversation.
Good. Just I'm saying this for your dad. Good. Keep it that way.
If you, I hope that you're a lot like me when you grow up and you don't want to do Valentine's Day and stuff because
Feel
your
like I
man
will
will
be.
love you for it.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, like, I never wanted it, never cared for it, never gave a shit, don't understand it. But I'm also a very logical person, and I'm not very lovey-dovey.
See, I don't like Valentine's Day because
Don't touch me.
I don't. For one, I don't need the
Yeah.
sweets. I don't need the sweets. Okay, I don't need the sweets.
I do.
But also, I don't need a fucking teddy bear either. What am I going to do with a teddy bear? I'm not
Right.
9.
I'm sorry. I love pillows and stuffed animals.
That's fine.
But
And
you
fla-
could also get me that any
you-
other day of the year, and I will. Be
Well, you can get
just
somebody
as happy.
flowers for Valentine's Day, but they're just gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're gonna die.
Like
I don't
their
understand.
love.
Get her the eternal flower. There you go. It doesn't die.
How about I just
Then
go
it's
in
just
there?
gonna gather
How
dust.
How about I just go
See, I'm
in
the
there
worst.
and
I'm the worst at romance.
and I just get inside her eternal flower?
There you go.
Anyways,
See, now he's speaking my language because I'm telling you, I don't care about any of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Like, show me that you love me. Good. We're good. I'm fine with it. Like, I don't need any of that shit. I don't understand it. Because anything you're going to get me for Valentine's Day, I'm going to find a reason that it's stupid. I will. Like he said, the eternal flower. That, most women would be like, oh, that's so sweet. I'd be like, I have to dust that.
I have to dust that.
That's...
Something else I gotta fucking clean now.
I'm fucking weird.
Anyway, let's move on here. You know what we didn't do? You should probably check out some socials.
Hey, yeah. How about
We didn't even enter like, hey, what's up, guys? This is the Bonsai
We're just
Movie
down here
Review.
having a conversation.
20 minutes in, now you get her socials.
Yeah, it is 20 minutes in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's get on track.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm tired. I stayed up too late.
Everybody is, man. Like, I'm
think
the only one that
we're
got
just-
a good night's sleep last night, I
think
guess.
we're all
but I didn't
just
sleep the night before,
off.
so...
Huh?
I think we're just all off.
Getting back into the routine.
I say I'm ready for that routine to come back, man. I'm tired of like I'm glad the
You
holidays
guys-
are over. I'm ready for this shit to get back to normal.
you guys,
No.
guess what? I graduate. Well, technically, I'm done with school next week. Next Friday is my last day.
Nice.
The
This
16th.
is happening too fast.
So you
How do you think I
graduated
feel?
early.
You're happy. She'll be out.
Yes and no.
I mean, she's
No, I
home.
get it. I get
Yes
it.
and no. But I can't believe it's been almost 18 years. That's the hard part. Like where did time go?
Yeah.
You know?
Go
You're
from
ready
for school to be
Holding
over.
this
I've been
thing in
doing
your
it for
hand to
13
seeing it out of
years.
school. Yep.
Just to do it again here in a couple of months.
Man. Anyway, let's get into our creator profile.
Jordana Brewster.
Yeah, it's Jordana.
That's it.
That's it, Jordana
That's
Brewster.
it. And I don't know anything
I
about
tried
that
to look
girl.
up other people. There's nobody else in this movie. I mean, the guy who I think
Matt Bomber.
I don't
Bom-
think
Yeah.
Bomber.
I recognize
I've seen him in a
anyone
fair
from this
amount of
movie
stuff,
either.
but
he's been in other shit, but she was the only one that I was like, I don't know. She's the only one that's really got any real acting credits. Hell, I didn't even know she was in that Hard Eyes whenever I chose her.
You
there
also
she is
got
I know she's done in like a bunch of Fast and Furious movies.
yeah. I think she's been in most of them. She was his
Oh.
sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dominic Toretto's
Yeah,
sister, Mia Toretto,
you also had fuck.
The Faculty.
No,
She was in the
think.
faculty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was Delilah or whatever. Yeah, I think Delilah,
Okay.
the cheerleader chick.
Lee
Yeah.
Ermey. You had Lee Ermey.
Well, we
We
already
did
did
that
him.
already.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did him for the last one.
Ready.
Go for it.
Jordana Brewster is an American actress, perhaps best known for her roles in The Fast and Furious, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning, The Faculty, Debs, Annapolis?
Sure.
Okay. And Chuck. Early life Brewster was born in Panama City, Panama.
Panama.
This is Panama.
It's Panama City.
It's gay. The daughter of Maria Joao?
Sure.
Joao? Okay. A former Sports Illustrated swimsuit model from Brazil. And Alden Brewster, an American investment banker. Her paternal grandfather, Kingman
So she
Brewster
had money.
Jr.
She
was
grew up
an
with money.
educator, diplomat.
She looks like a rich.
Yeah. She grew up like mom was a fucking supermodel and dad was a banker. So she grew up rich.
And president of Yale University. Brewster left Panama, anyways, when she was 2 months old, okay, relocating to London, where she would spend 6 years before moving to her mother's native Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah,
Rio
Rio
de Janeiro.
de Janeiro.
De Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro.
Brazil. She left Brazil at the age of 10, settling in Manhattan, New York, where she would live for the next 15 years.
Because she was rich.
Brewster studied at the convent of of the Sacred Heart in New York and graduated from the Professional Children's School in... Why is there a backslash after every weird thing? Never mind. School in New York. She then enrolled at Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut.
Connecticut. Connecticut.
Graduating in 2003. Of course that was there. Why wouldn't it be? Career Brewster made her debut in... What is Career Brewster? Why does it keep saying that?
I don't know.
Made her debut in daytime soap operas with a one-time appearance on All My Children as Anita Santos, followed by a recurring role on As the World Turns as Nikki Munson from 1995 to 1998. Her first film was in 1998's The Faculty, one of the Brewster's most notable film. See, Brewster. Is that like... That's not her last name.
Yeah.
Brewster is.
Is it?
Jordana Brewster.
Look on the screen.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it said something else 10 seconds ago. Anyways.
Did she not get any sleep either?
Probably not.
Nobody sleeps in this house.
No.
I have some in the air.
No.
Nobody's
I slept
sleeping.
fine last. I didn't sleep well the night before.
One of Brewster's most notable film roles to date is Mia Toretto from the Fast and Furious movies, 2001, which she will reprise in Fast and Furious 2009. Subsequent film work has included
how old
roles
is Black
in
Adam?
I was about to
Days
say,
of Tad
what?
Hamilton. As criminal mastermind Lucy Diamond in Debs, and as Chrissy in the Texas... oh my goodness. What is with me in saying Texas?
Maybe you want
What
some
is it with you and not
sauce.
being able to pronounce states properly? Massive two shits.
She hated geography class.
Connecticut.
Dude, whenever I
Connecticut.
tell you I should have failed middle school for history and science, I tell you I should have failed middle school
They don't hold kids
for
back
history
anymore.
and science.
No, they don't.
No, Mom just didn't know I had bad grades, so she couldn't call them and tell them that I needed to be held back because I kind of
Your parents
printed
shouldn't
off
have to
my
tell
grades.
the school that you need to be
I-
held
That's
back.
that's
I
the
printed
sad
off my-
part.
You should be
It
telling the
really
parents.
is.
Well,
That is a huge. I can't wait for him to get rid of the Department of Education.
dude,
Seriously.
well, she'd be
Sorry,
like,
get the
she
fucking
couldn't-
government out of my schools.
She couldn't figure out how to get online and check my grades, so she was like, print them off at school and bring them to me. I was like, okay. So I put them on a Google Doc and I like changed all my grades to B's and like sometimes like a C+. And then I gave it to her, and she
Joe,
never
you
grounded
deserve to
me
be
for
out of
it.
middle school if you could pull that.
No shit.
Shit.
You're fine.
Pull that off. That's good.
Because that's real world.
Look at me now. I'm fine. I can read
Yeah.
Sort of.
in my head.
I know
what I'm
words.
talking about. I know what I'm talking about when it's in my head, and then I say it out loud. It comes out as Texas, so we're good.
Yeah.
You're trying to find your niche accent. We get it.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
call it the Madison accent. Listen carefully.
Like Madison,
and say-
Wisconsin, maybe?
No,
I'm
just
helping.
Madison.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
She's like, hold on, I can't say another state.
Texas
Yes.
Chainsaw Massacre.
She's like, I'd agree with you if I could say Wisconsin.
I can say Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Took you twice.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Dude, the people down there speak so weirdly. You know, whenever they go, yeah, no, they really mean no. And when I say no, yeah.
Have you been
We
to
do the same
Wisconsin?
thing up here,
no,
though.
John was from Wisconsin, and he told me that.
We do that here, though. Like, like if somebody runs into you or something like
Ope,
that.
ope.
Nobody else does that. Or if you run into somebody, you go, oh. Nobody
Nope.
else, no other
Sorry.
state does that.
Why do we do that?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
I don't know.
Homer Simpson.
I mean, there's every place has their own little quirks and how they talk.
Like
So
we're the only state that calls pop.
I agree.
Other
Yeah.
people call it soda or
cola.
Cola.
Yeah.
Cola.
It's either cola or soda.
Why do we call it pop?
At least I stick to a certain genre of like not being
What's-
able to speak.
what's a
He
soda?
Can't speak. Period.
Well, it's a soda drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's a soda?
A soda is what they are.
But what is it, though? Is it like...
Like a soda drink.
Because pop, we say pop because it pops. It's bubbles. Pop.
Yeah, well, they're soda drinks.
It's
That's what they
technically
I'm
are.
saying
call
I
it a
can
soda
explain
pop.
why I say pop. I can't explain why I'd say soda. What is
Yeah.
soda?
It's
Sodium?
It's
There's soda water.
technically called a soda pop.
They're called
so we
soda
call
pops.
it pop,
Yeah,
but
he's right. They're technically called soda pops.
I agree, but I'm saying if you're gonna pick one or the other, like word,
Listen.
why wouldn't you say the one that's descriptive? Why are you saying the scientific one?
Imagine.
I mean, it's no different than calling something like, I don't know, if you
I'm
get like.
defending my pop, okay?
Well,
I'm
some
gonna say
people
pop
like.
until the day
Well,
I
check
fucking
this out.
die.
So there's like Slim Jim, like meat. They call them meat sticks.
Yeah.
We don't call them that. We call it beef jerky.
Or Slim
But they're
Jim,
fucking meat
because
sticks.
Slim Jim is not beef jerky.
Well, I'm talking
It
like
is.
just like Jack Links, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
People call them meat sticks.
Yeah.
They're not. But we call that shit beef jerky.
Hey, I've lived in a lot of different states, and every state I ever lived in, pop. It is pop. You can suck my ass.
So
It's pop.
The pop.
Yeah, pop. Sody
Didn't
pop.
get
All right, keep going.
it. Did you get it?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
So the pop.
So the pop.
No. Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah,
any.
I
I got
got it.
water.
Oh.
I'm out of water.
Me too.
I drink my water.
Dude, you need a filter. I'm gonna buy you a Brita for Christmas.
That explains
Your
why I keep
birthday.
getting a weird head buzz from it.
That's fermented.
That right there is city water, man.
That's why we keep getting letters in the mail.
Anyways.
Maybe they just cross my water with my sewage.
It's that toxic, huh?
Yeah.
It's more likely.
All right.
It's to
Subsequent
poop,
film
it's poop
work.
water.
The beginning. Her television work includes the NBC the 60s as Sarah Weinstock? Sure. A college student and radical activist, and a pilot for a follow-up to the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Playing the role depicted in the film by Angelina Jolie. She is also appearing on Chuck as the title character's former girlfriend in a multi-episode stint during the second season. In 2002, Stuff magazine named her the 96th hottest woman in their 102 sexiest women in the world. In 2005, Maximum magazine
know about all
named
that.
her the...
I mean, she's attractive, but
She's 96 out of 100.
yeah, but 100.
Yeah,
out
it's
of
still
100?
pretty small
That's-
out of the world. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I can think. I mean, she's attractive, but no, not out of 100. But then again, I can't say much because I had the hots for her whenever she was in the faculty. So
she's way too tan.
that's not tan. That's her.
No, in the
color.
first picture, in the second picture, she looks better.
Well, that's just her natural color.
I know it's the lighting.
Oh,
The lighting is bad in the first picture. It makes her look way too tan.
oh. Maybe
Like
she's
like
just
it looks like fake tan in the first picture, whereas the
Like
second
spray
one looks
tan?
natural. I'm not wrong.
No, she's
No,
from
you're not.
Brazil.
Thank you. No, the first one looks bad. Like it
Right.
looks like a spray tan.
No, I get what you're saying. It looks almost orange.
Mm-hmm.
So what are
Yeah.
you still talking for? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, dude, your flashlight like flashed before my eyes.
Are you happy or are you gonna fuck me up?
I'm so glad we still have that one. I thought it was gone. I'm lying. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I am. Not.
Are you from
Anyways.
Wisconsin?
She's got
Alright.
her grippy socks on today.
I do have my grippy socks on today.
You're killing me,
She's
Smalls.
ready for the hospital, everybody.
Yeah, he's talking about the actual hospital because he's gonna punch me in the face after this.
I know.
I want to give her a natural tan. A black
He's
and blue
talking about
one.
a bruise.
A black and blue one.
Anyways,
Theodore's got a nice shiner under his eye now.
Mm-hmm.
He ran and jumped onto the couch. There was a box sitting on the bed, on the couch. Fucking face dove straight on the couch. Pow!
Did you give him a round of applause?
I just shook my head. He's like, ah.
Oh my goodness.
And he lied about getting it too. He's like, ah, it wasn't for me jumping on the couch. I'm like, okay.
I got into a fight at school, Dad. I won. You should see the other guy.
Alright, in 2005, Maxim magazine named her...
You should see the other guy. Nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
He whipped my ass.
I'm looking at him right now.
In 2005, Maxim magazine named her the 54th sexiest woman in the world in their annual Hot 100.
Whatever. Maxim is a joke.
In 2006, Maxim ranked her at 59 on their Hot 100. She placed 8th on AfterEllen.com's 100 Hottest Women
What is after Ellen?
Wait a minute.
list in 2007, and 22nd in 2008 Personal Life. Brewster dated Mark Wahlberg from 2000 to June 2001, and dated Derek Jeter
Jeter.
Ooh, might as well just name him Peter. Anyways, in 2001. She has also dated Mark McGrath from 2003 to 2004.
Oh, that's where he fucked up. She really fucked up.
She has a cat named after her movie character in The Faculty, as well as 2 Labradors. A yellow one named Ella and a white one named Hendry after she dated him for a year. Brewster became engaged to Andrew Form, who worked as a producer on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. On November 4th, 2006, she married Form in a private ceremony in the Bahamas. On May 6, 2007. Read more at https www.filmybeat.com/celebs/
Yeah, I didn't get this from biography.
Dash
It was hard to find
Brewster
anything
dash
on her.
biography.html hashtag.
You know what I
shut
got
up.
out of that? I got about this much movie information from her,
Yeah.
and then this much about how hot she is, and then this much about her pets.
That's because her movie information is about this much, because she's only acted in a few things.
But she says actress, not model, so I don't give a shit about how hot she is. I want
Yeah, she's not a model. So.
No, so I want to know about what your talents are.
She doesn't.
Clearly...
let's face it, she's not a good actress.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what my favorite thing that she's done: Robot Chicken, because I didn't know that was her voice.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, I really liked Home Sweet Hell, but it wasn't because of her. I just didn't know that she was. Or she was the mistress.
Mine's definitely The Faculty. All day. I love that movie, and it's not
alright,
because of her.
No,
It's definitely because of everybody else but her.
Yeah,
like
I like
everybody
Home
else,
Sweet
even
Hell.
Usher was better than her in that movie.
This is the only thing I've ever seen her in.
Probably the first Fast and the Furious. The first one.
No.
I like that.
No. I have seen the first Fast and Furious movie. I'm gonna choose that one.
Have you seen The Faculty?
No.
Oh, you're missing
It's
out.
good. It's definitely good.
You'd like it.
Yeah.
Would I?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's an alien movie, but like it takes place in a high school. But it's got like
It's
got Frodo in it.
It's one
Elijah
of
Wood.
2 teeny movies that came out
Oh,
when I
she
was
was
a
in that
teenager
one?
that I still
Yeah.
think hold up. Like they're good.
Where was she?
She was the cheerleader bitch that Elijah Wood's character had the hots for.
Was she?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did not
Yeah.
recognize that.
I don't
Yeah.
like Frodo.
Okay, but you have to like Elijah Wood.
I'm
He's
just
awesome.
going. I'm going to say,
You have
like
to
I said, I'm going
Elijah
to.
Wood.
I'm
Watch
going.
Sin City. That'll totally change.
The Faculty
your
is a good
perspective on
Yeah,
movie.
Sin
Frodo.
City. Yeah.
He's not Frodo.
No.
No.
Never was.
No.
No.
He's actually one of the most frightening characters in the movie.
He's one of the most frightening characters in cinema.
He was. Kevin. was his
Motherfucker
name.
just
Kevin.
stares at you. And, ugh.
Yeah.
I have nightmares about Kevin.
Yeah. He was pretty awesome in Sin City. Fucks up Mickey Rourke.
Fucking
Yeah, he
nails.
does.
Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Fucking eats people.
So what are you guys' favorites? Fast
Okay.
Furious?
Mine's Home Sweet Hell, I guess.
Home Sweet Hell?
Yeah.
Fast Furious? You need to watch Faculty. You'll like it. Anyway, mine's definitely The Faculty. All day. It's a great movie. It's actually one of my favorite movies of all time. I love it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. It was just one of them.
Everybody's got those movies. I don't have to
Yeah.
explain to you why I love it so much.
Yeah, I
Because
just
my
love
ass
it.
is
I
an
love the
amazing
movie.
movie.
I love the soundtrack. I love all the actors.
What was that one movie? It was kind of like The Faculty, but it was like with the rats and shit.
I need more information.
Shit.
Disturbing Behavior.
Yeah, Disturbing Behavior.
Love
It's a good
that,
movie.
one.
That one.
Oh my god, I
Good.
forgot about that.
But The Faculty did it better.
Nope.
Because
And they weren't-
she
they weren't
loved
aliens.
Disturbing Behavior.
Huh?
They weren't
That's
aliens
true.
in
No,
Disturbing Behavior.
it was like a parasite, wasn't it?
No,
No.
it was like a
It's like a brain
control. Like,
Yeah.
they
control.
fucked-
It was like
he
a
fucked up their
brainwash
heads.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked up their heads because if they tried to do anything bad,
And they don't even. They didn't even like
go
solve it by
crazy.
the end of the movie. They were just like, "Let's get the fuck out of
Well,
town."
they could. They just had to leave. 'Cause
Yeah, that was it. They just
I
left,
mean, well,
and
and
it
all the
was
kids
so
died
fucked- yeah.
anyway. Any of them that were blue ribbons were dead anyway, except for fucking what's his face that made it out.
Spoiler alert, guys.
You're not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Talking about the other people, not me.
Oh, if you haven't seen Disturbing Behavior by now,
Yeah.
You should
sorry.
watch it. It's actually a
It's
really
very
movie.
good.
It's a good movie.
I already
Yeah.
know how it ends.
Not really.
Not
It's
really.
about the journey. No, you don't really know because you don't know who I'm talking
It's
about.
about the
You don't-
journey.
It's such a good movie.
I think The Craft falls in that same kind of movie.
It does. Now
as
you're bringing
those
up all
movies.
kinds of movies from back then. Yeah, I agree. The Craft is a very good movie too.
The Craft falls in that movie of like schlocky teenager. It's kind of like they all feel like Scream to me. You know what I mean? Like kind of how Scream felt that early 2000s teen. Got to throw in
I
some
thought
fucking.
Scream
Every
came
one
out
of these
in
movies
95.
had
It's about-
Offspring in the soundtrack.
Did they have the Offspring in which? They didn't have in The Craft.
No, not well. I'm just saying it felt like they were definitely
Oh.
in their song. The Kids Aren't Okay were on the soundtrack for The Faculty though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and-
No, I think that it's about like what one of them still hold up. Like what ones are we still talking about? You know what I mean? Like I love 10 Things I Hate About You. And
No,
that
I'm
is
talking about
such
like
that is way off the field.
like that
for me, but I
high,
love
but
that
like
movie.
that like fucking box office, theatrical run, sort of thriller or horror movie.
Yeah, I know you got the. But I'm talking about like I guess just teen movies that came out because everybody talks about John Hughes movies, right? Like that was the pinnacle of teen.
No, I'm not talking about like John Hughes movies. I'm talking about like Scream and,
No, I was just
and
saying
The Faculty.
teen movies in general, like
Oh.
teen, like not
Like
another
from-
teen movie, like all of that shit.
Oh, you mean from the 2000s?
Well, just in general, like John Hughes was like the pinnacle of that, right?
Yeah, right.
And then we started making them into the 90s and 2000s. But which ones do we remember from that era, really?
10 Things I Hate About You.
Disturbing Behavior. The
I wouldn't
Faculty.
I wouldn't call those teen movies though.
No.
Those are more thrillers.
Well, yeah, but the cast is.
I thought you were
nothing but
talking like, well, I
teenagers.
guess with a teen cast. You got Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yep,
That's actually
forgot
one of my
about-
favorites.
I like that one a lot.
Knocking
And
the
then
Boots.
what was
I
that
don't
other
have
one?
any feet.
Yeah. What was that other one with Melissa Joan Hart?
Oh, that was no wait, hold on.
Had
Yeah,
Melissa-
that was
and the guy
that
from
was
Entourage.
That was Can't Hardly Wait, wasn't it? Because she was the one walking around every time, like they like doing the slow clap or whatever, and then she was like, they were like, "Well, how do you know?" And she was like,
No, yeah, she was in that, but she was
"Not
in
another teen movie." Molly Ringwald did it.
No, she was in another movie with that guy from Entourage, the main guy from Entourage.
Oh no, I never watched that one.
And
I don't.
had her
I know
in
what you're
it.
talking about, but I never watched that one, so I don't remember it.
I thought the ending was so fucking weird because like they find out that their mom and dad are sleeping together, but then they're like, what are you doing? But then they're like, hey, the treehouse is still available. Like, wait, you're gonna go? She might be your stepsister one day. You don't know what's going on. They might be like. I thought that was so weird. And then there was also another one. Don't fucking touch me.
I'm gonna go get my jacket real quick. My other jacket. I'm cold.
So go get it.
Oh, okay. I just thought I'd tell you.
Okay.
Well, if she'd have got up, you'd have been like, "Where the fuck are you going?"
Yeah. I was trying to let you know.
Anyway, there was another one. She's All That.
Never seen that one either.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. A little dry on that one.
I know that's the basis for Not Another Teen Movie. Like that's the whole
Yeah.
thing. Not Another Teen Movie is really good.
Yeah.
The American Pies.
Oh, American Pie. Yeah, I forgot.
American
about that.
Pie. I thought that the Not Another Teen Movie. The main thing that came out of that for me was realizing that Marilyn Manson was a sellout because he did that fucking song and did the entire music video for that movie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you just sold out, man. So hard. Like, I'm not even. Cool
Well, that
with
was
you
the
now.
era when all he was doing was remakes of other people's songs. That got old real fucking fast.
Yeah, but he was-
and that's
he made 'em
literally
better.
the worst one.
That was the worst one. Because Sweet
I mean,
Dreams is a shit.
Sweet Dreams is amazing, but
So-
like, okay, you had a hit with that. Move on. Don't keep remaking an '80s
Right.
song. And like, even Annie Lennox will tell you that his version is better because it was the '80s when they made their version, and everything had to sound happy, and
Right.
she didn't want it to sound that way, but she got vetoed. But you listen to the lyrics. It's a dark fucking song. So.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna move on here and get into our movie.
Let's talk about the movie.
Yeah, we should.
So
an hour in.
when
Damn near.
we went to put this movie in, right? Like, I'm just gonna read you my notes, 2 notes that I want to read real quick, and then I'm gonna tell you what happened. Intro with first movie is taking way too long. The narration was totally sufficient. And then I hope Jessica Biel and company got acting credits and salary because they've earned it. Jeremiah put in the wrong movie.
You guys were rewatching the first one?
I was like, this is going on way too fucking long. And he's like, well, maybe it's just a rehash. And I'm like, okay. We sat there for a little while longer. I'm like, This is going on way too long.
Did you guys forget the first one? Like what happened?
No. He put it in the wrong case.
Oh.
So it was in this case.
No.
The beginning was in another
You guys
case.
actually own them?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know we owned them. That helps.
He had to own it, is what it was. He's like,
Maybe, I don't know.
I gotta have
all
them
of our
all.
shit's just combined now, so I don't know who owned what. I mean, I can tell you some of them that I know are mine, but yeah.
no, I don't.
I know you own some of the Texas Chainsaw movies.
I had the original, the remake, and the original.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm really tired of watching Leatherface chase people down with a chainsaw.
We're in it now, though.
Yeah,
How
I
many
know.
we
Well, the
got?
thing is
How many
like
more we
you got like we bitch about Jason and everybody like how they just chase him down. Jason chase him down with a machete and blah blah. Like, I mean, it's either
I'm
a
not
meat
saying
hook or a
these
fucking
are-
chainsaw with him.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not saying that these are great, though.
Yeah, damn.
It's the stories I have a problem with. Like, my thing is I don't understand how it became such a big franchise. How it's so how you've got these, like, it's the same thing as Jason, right? Where like I don't understand how this got to be such a big thing.
It wasn't even that it was a big thing. It was the fact that they were just like, let's remake this and make money off of it.
Well,
and
that's
then
what
every
I'm
remake just
saying.
sucked ass.
That's what I'm saying. How do you keep getting like okayed to make these movies? And then there are people out there that adore them. Like I don't quite understand.
I wouldn't say that they adore
it doesn't
them.
have the fandom of Jason. I'll go there. But
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't say that
and
they
Jason
adore them.
honestly is probably better as far as like
Continuity?
no. They're at least entertaining.
Yeah. Well, that and they like follow consecutive movies like this one. Like they don't forget. Like they are.
Oh, they do.
Sequels.
Have you
they
watched
do.
them
But I'm
consecutively?
saying, but they are sequels instead of like, hey, let's go back and remake this, and let's go back and remake this again. Oh yeah, well we're gonna ignore the last one, but this one's a follow up to that other one before it, and blah blah blah. It's like,
That's
hold on a
true.
fucking minute. Like,
That's true. You don't have to go. You don't need a board with string
Yeah.
to figure out Friday
exactly
the 13th.
with
Yeah.
Charlie Day like freaking out about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
what the fuck was that guy's name? Something Pepto or Peppo?
Oh,
or...
I don't know.
It's fucking funny.
So anyway, let's go around. You got a plot synopsis?
I do.
Did we already do What'd You Watch, What'd You Recommend?
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Chrissy and her friends set out on a road trip for a final fling before one is shipped off to Vietnam. I thought both of them were supposed to go. Anyway,
They were both
along the
supposed
way,
to go.
Along the way, bikers harass the foursome and cause an accident that throws Chrissy from the vehicle. The lawman who arrives on the scene kills one of the bikers and brings Chrissy's friends to the Hewitt homestead where young Leatherface is learning the tools of terror. Jordana Brewster as Chrissy, Taylor Hanley as Dean, Dioria Baird as Bailey, and Matt Bomer as Eric. Arlie Ermy as that guy. Hoyt. Well, it says like Charlie Hewitt, Hoyt, whatever. And all the other people that are in the movie. They're fantastic.
All right. What'd you watch? What'd you recommend, Madison?
No.
Simple enough.
We have 3 more movies.
Yeah,
No.
I know. Do we have to do Leatherface?
Look, I don't know.
We got Leatherface,
Yeah,
Texas
we gotta do
Chainsaw
them all,
3D.
man. We're this far in.
But
That's
it's
a
the
timeline
Leatherface
thing. I don't give a
movie.
And it's like another 6 hours.
And it's another prequel.
I understand.
It's like a prequel.
How many prequels to the prequels to the prequels do we have to watch?
We've already talked about this. It's
Well, look at the
stupid.
bright side. At least if they're like the less that's in there, the less likely we are to draw it anytime soon again.
Yeah, we have 3 more
We've
movies.
said that, and
Texas Chainsaw 3D,
3D, Leatherface,
and
and then the
Texas
one.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. Which honestly is the best one. The newest one is the best one.
I disagree.
Is that the one that's on
I don't even have to
Netflix?
watch it to disagree with that.
Is
The
that
first
the
one
one
was
that's on-
always going to be the best.
To you.
Is that the one on Netflix with the sisters?
Yeah.
I did really like that one.
That one was good. I liked it.
I mean, we've said that for the past like month of saying.
Yeah,
like,
but I just watched it
there's
not that
less
long
in there
ago.
that we have
so,
to watch.
but these movies though I haven't seen in years. That one I just watched like last year, so I know that it's a good movie.
I honestly, after watching these again, I know I saw the second one when I was really young. The first one I've always liked. I don't think I've seen any of the rest of them other than the remake and this one.
It just feels like we're pulling
Honestly.
like a Texas Chainsaw movie, like at least once, if not twice a month.
It is a
There's
lot.
but there's a lot of them. That's part of the
There's
reason.
only 3 left. Think of how long it took us. We didn't even draw a Ninja Turtle movie, and there's 3 of them in there. So I mean,
Yeah, when you got like 10 of a movie, like
Yeah.
it's easy to pull it.
yeah. I mean, well, look at like this. We did all 3 of the Die Hard movies, And
And then we
well, I
haven't
mean,
pulled
there's
another
still
one.
two more.
Yeah,
actually,
but we haven't pulled another one yet. You know what I mean? Like that's just the ratio.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
why
we got a
that's
lot-
why we don't want to throw more movies in now.
We got
because
a
we wanna
lot
get
on
through-
Alien too. Like we got really far on Alien, and we haven't pulled any more of those.
I know we've got the first 3 Aliens down.
Yep,
we haven't
we
done
just-
this fourth one yet.
Yep.
Anyway, you said no. I'm gonna say no. Also, this movie, I thought it was better than the last one, but I watched it this time, and there's got a few things in it that I do like, but for the most part, I didn't like this movie at all. Really, like I was just like bored with it. I was like, ugh. And it's not even because I've seen all these movies up until now. It's just because it had nothing going for it. It had nothing new. Wasn't anything cool. The coolest part about it was the beginning, and that was it.
I agree. Yeah.
The beginning, like seeing him at the butcher place, and like seeing like Hoyt
The different
get the,
kind of
like,
face
actually
mask.
knowing he wasn't the sheriff and becoming the sheriff and all that. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't like this movie really at all. Jordana Brewster's so fucking plain. She's not a good actress. She plays the same person in every movie she's in.
It's very wooden.
She's a very wooden actress. I don't really care for her. I like the brothers. I thought they were okay. But as usual, as per the last one, Arlie Ermy is the best thing in this movie. And even he wasn't as good as he was in the last movie. So in the last movie, he was like, there was
His
tension.
mom died when they were making this movie.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, but in the last one, there was a lot of tension build up with him.
Well, that and he had a lot of like energy. I felt like, and in this one, there wasn't as much.
Yeah.
Like he brought a lot of like, to the
Yeah.
first one, and this time around, it seemed phoned in.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which, knowing what I know now, I can understand that. I guess.
Right, I
So
get
I don't care.
But no, I would honestly, I would honestly tell people to probably skip this one. I mean, if you're not like, if you're a completionist, watch them all. But I think for the Texas Chainsaw movies, I'm going to tell you, if you want to watch the first one, skip the rest up until this point anyway. I mean, yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
I didn't care for it. I won't watch it again.
No, I definitely won't be watching it again.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't tell people to watch it though, just because, like, I've come around to the idea that, like, because I always used to argue this, like, I'm not a completionist, and if something gets stupid, I will stop watching. I'm done.
Right.
But like, I started thinking about like the Saw movies, right, and like some of those other ones, like if you're really into, like, especially like I guess the horror genre, some of those people have made it in. Right? Like when you buy things that are horror related, you've got Leatherface, you got Freddy, you got Jason, you got now the Saw guy,
Ghostface.
Billy.
Ghostface, yeah, Billy. You've got all of those, and they've made it on there for a reason, right? So if you're gonna watch the franchise, then don't short it. Watch the whole thing.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you want to watch it all, you better watch this one. It's not. I wouldn't say it's not
boring.
unwatchable.
Let's be honest, it's boring.
It's boring.
It has nothing new to present
offer.
us
Yeah,
with.
it's got nothing new to
except
put
for,
in,
like
yeah.
you said, the beginning. And those things, to be honest, I don't really care.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to know how the cake is made.
I
I've
don't
said this
care
1,000
how it was
times. I
made.
don't care. I just
want it to taste good.
Yeah, and like I guess my biggest issue is the characters. We'll get into that, but I felt like they didn't add, change, give anything new or anything. They even had the bitch dressed like her. She was wearing a white shirt, jeans. I mean,
Yeah.
like, this is supposed to be the 60s, and she's dressed in like the 2000s.
Yeah, she really did. Like I thought that through the whole movie, but I thought the same thing about Jessica Biel too. You don't look like you belong in the 60s or 70s for
That's
that
more
matter.
believable though. All she was wearing was a wife beater and some what do you call them, the bell
Bottoms, yeah.
That's more believable.
Should I got some?
But yeah, the way Jordana Brewster was dressed in this, like, you don't, like, actually none of them look like they belong. Like, I actually forgot it took place in 69.
Exactly.
I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because the
Because they're
only
going
thing
to
the old cars was all the
only
old cars in
reason-
Vietnam.
The only
That
reason
was
I knew
it.
it was in the 60s is because one, the original, or not the original, but the remake took place in the 70s. So this has to be before that. And they were talking about going to Vietnam.
Yeah. Other than that, like, nothing about this movie screamed. This could have been an early 2000s movie. Just, the only thing, like, you could have gave them cell phones and they would have been right at home in fucking 2015.
I wouldn't even thought twice.
No.
Until somebody said the year, and I'd be like, hold on.
Or
a second.
Vietnam.
Wait
Yeah,
a
if they
minute.
would have said present day, it would have been like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, I totally wouldn't have blinked.
Yeah, like this doesn't look like an old style movie at all. It doesn't. So, what about
You
you?
loved it, didn't you?
Oh,
I
10
can
out
tell.
of 10.
10 out of 10. Yeah,
Baby.
you heard it right here.
All
Perfect
right.
movie.
Add it to the algorithm.
I
Yeah.
got it.
All right.
It's a perfect movie.
Eric said
like,
10.
Well, I'm gonna say if Eric gave it a 10, I'm giving it a fucking 10.
You know what?
If you guys
Resounding
give it,
10s.
10 around the
Cross the
table.
if
board.
you guys are giving 10s, then no.
We all have them to give away. We haven't given them to any movies yet. Might as well give it to this one.
Yeah.
It'll still end up as a 7.5 if I get it a 0.
She'd give it like a 2. You brought the whole thing down, Madison. Debbie Downer.
Nah.
Did you hear my story? I'll tell you afterwards.
You're
'cause
gonna
I don't
say
wanna
no?
have to tell the people.
I'm saying no.
All right. Well, that's a unanimous vote on a hard no, unless you're a completionist and you want to watch the series.
Exactly.
And really, you don't even have to watch this to watch the series. The first 3-4 movies or whatever will suffice. So
I won't even recommend watching those ones.
I'm talking about the original.
So am I.
Yeah.
I actually was enjoying that better, and I liked the remake, and then you get to this, and it's just fucking boring.
This one was boring.
The
Like,
first 3 gave
compared to
me
the
headaches.
remake, even it's boring.
That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
it's like they took the remake and went copy cut, give them new names, done.
A
Pretty
movie
much,
should
yeah.
not give you headaches, guys. Never.
And the acting in the remake, in the first one and the last one or whatever, was better. Like they did better acting. It was, don't get me wrong. I think that the guy that played Leatherface is still great. I think he's great. He's the best.
Definitely has the look for it.
He's
Like,
got the look
he's-
and everything. I thought he was great as Leatherface. He's got the build and everything, and the way he walks.
Yeah.
It's awesome. He was great in both of these movies.
And I think he played it well to show like a early Leatherface where he's not quite got it down yet.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was fine. I thought that him and Arlie Ermy are the best parts of these movies.
They are.
But Jordana Brewster, she brought nothing to this movie at all. Stop. What are you doing?
Making room for my mushroom.
I think the only one I really cared for the character maybe might have been Dean. But that's just because he was supposed to be like this coward, right?
Right.
But he showed some serious resilience. Like he was cool, and it sucked that he died. I hated
Yeah,
that
no,
he
I
died.
liked him and the brother. I thought both the brothers were fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the girls.
Have you guys ever seen
Mostly
those-
Jordana Brewster. Honestly, she was like the worst
Well,
part
you
of the
can't
movie.
hate the other girl when she didn't do
She
anything.
didn't really do anything. Yeah, like I just don't like Jordana Brewster in this movie.
She was the whore.
Well, not Jordana, but the other girl.
Yeah, the other girl. That's what I'm saying. She
The one
didn't do anything. She
strapped
was
to the
just
bed.
whore.
Have you
I
guys?
wouldn't even call her a whore. She had a boyfriend.
No, that's the character that she was.
Oh, the kind of yeah.
Have you guys ever seen those videos on TikTok where it's the guy? He goes, "These videos that you're about to, or these jokes that I'm about to say, are not funny. Do not laugh. How did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? It's not funny. Don't laugh. Why didn't the chicken cross the road? Because KFC was on the other side. It's not funny. Don't laugh." You ever seen those videos? They always make me laugh.
I'm not.
And they're
laughing.
like the worst jokes. Well, he does it the right way. I'm like a smiley person, so
It's
I can't
kind of
do
like
it
Onyx the
correctly, but, like,
Fortuitous. Like, he says stuff that isn't funny,
I
but the
love
way he
Onyx.
says it is
Yeah.
just.
I know.
it's great.
I
I'll
know.
send it to you, and then you can use it for internet stuff next week.
That would be. If any of us laugh, I'm gonna leave.
So we gotta put water in our mouths.
I don't want you spitting all over the place.
That's too much cleanup.
We'll just spit on our own tables. If you have to spit, just...
No, you spit it down your own shirt. You lost. Now you can just sit there
Yeah,
and wet.
little
in the
Joseph's
water.
gonna wear a white shirt
We're gonna have
that
to
day.
have-
I just know it.
We're gonna have to have like buckets.
I'll wear a white shirt.
Look at my hair.
My hairy nipples.
Ladies and gents, my father.
I got personality, I guess. I don't know.
You and Cody both.
All right, let's get into it. Let's start reading this fucking movie.
I bet it's gonna be just as
Oh,
boring
yeah.
to read it.
Sorry, guys. Forgot my
I don't think
goal.
it's very long, so that's a good thing. I don't remember, though.
No, it's long.
Oh,
For
fuck.
me, I gotta talk a lot.
Do you want me to read it?
I would say if you want me to read it,
I don't
I'll
have
read
a
it.
problem with talking. I just said it like that to make it sound like I was complaining. All right. In 1939, a woman dies while giving birth in a slaughterhouse, and the manager disposes of the baby by leaving him in a dumpster outside. A young woman, Luda Mae Hewitt, cool, finds the child while searching for food. She takes him back to the Hewitt residence, names him Thomas, Sorry. And decides to raise him as her son. 30 years later, Tomas. That's probably not how you say it. It's probably just Thomas.
So what happened to his mom? Did she just like die in the meat shop or what? Because that's confused me.
I guess.
Yeah, they didn't really
elaborate or anything. I'm assuming
She
she
just fell on
died.
the floor and just died.
I was
don't
confused.
know.
I thought
Did they,
the
like-
other fat lady was his mom.
That's
too.
what I
was
thought too.
maybe
Because
that's
she
his
looked
mom.
like
I thought so
like
too.
her.
She come walking. I'm like, oh, that's the part she plays, and then nothing. I'm like, oh,
No, maybe
never
not.
mind.
Who the fuck is she? Like that threw me off too because it was like
She's
Well,
just
she
a
was in
cousin.
she was in the
first
prequel.
one.
yeah.
She was one of the chicks that was in the trailer
Yeah.
when Jessica Biel went there for
Uh-huh.
help.
We'll see. I didn't watch that one.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. She was in the first one.
Oh, okay.
30 years later, Thomas, now known as Leatherface, works in the same factory in which his real mother died, working for the same man who left him in the dumpster. He is informed that the plant has been shut down by the health department, but refuses to leave until the boss forces his assistant to make him leave. Later that day, Leatherface returns and brutally kills his boss in a fit of rage. Before leaving, Leatherface finds a chainsaw, which he takes with him. Ludame's son, Charlie Hewitt, learns from the town's sheriff that what Leatherface has done and accompanies him to arrest
I'm all
him.
kinds of confused because he kept calling Leatherface his nephew. So are they brothers or are they? Because Ludame had, you know what I'm saying? Like, these family dynamics in these movies never make any fucking
He calls
sense.
him nephew. He calls Leatherface nephew. But the thing is Mama his
Mama's
call-
mama.
That's
Ludame.
so. But that's Hewitt's. That's his mom.
That's Hewitt's mom and that's
Okay.
Thomas's mom. Because she's the one that brought him home. And
But he
called
calls
him
her.
son.
But he
He
calls
him
him
his nephew.
Probably because he's not actually related.
I don't care. I bring a baby home and call it mine.
I know in the original they called him brother. He was their brother, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
these
I don't know.
family dynamics from movie to movie don't make any fucking
They don't
sense.
make any sense. You're right.
And it doesn't matter which version you're watching, the original, this remake version, or the third version, I'm sure is probably the same fucking way. That bugs the shit out of
It
me.
got really bad after the second one because after the second one, it really went off the fucking rails and family and like now he's living over here and he's living with this new relative. It's like who the fuck? Who are all these people? And
I think that's the thing I remember liking about this series. They kept it the same. It was the same family or the same characters, I guess. But like, I still don't understand the fucking dynamic.
right,
When they
All
find
kinds of fucked
Leatherface,
up.
huh?
I said all kinds of fucked up.
yeah,
I like that was what she said though at the table. She's like, so do you guys just fuck all your cousins or just the ones you find attractive? Yeah.
They haven't started inbreeding yet.
That's later on.
That's
down
why
the
they
road.
take you girls.
Yeah.
when they find Leatherface, Charlie kills the sheriff and assumes his identity.
Now, they wouldn't have sent just one fucking cop.
He was the only one.
That doesn't matter. He's going to call for backup. There's been 2 murders. 2 people brutally killed. And he's just going to show up. Is Thomas here?
Just one's been killed.
No, his boss and that other dude.
No, it was just the boss.
Are you sure
Yeah.
for the other guy that went up and
He didn't
talked
kill
to
the
him,
other
he
guy.
left?
He
Okay.
left.
Still, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to look at that body and go, I can handle it.
I think he felt like he could handle it because he was retarded, as he put it.
He's 9 feet tall.
I know.
And
and,
800 pounds.
But he's all like, it's so funny because whenever he kills him, he's like, look, I just killed the whole damn sheriff's department.
It is funny, and I get that. But, like, realistically, there should have been some kind of, I got back up on the way, but since you guys are in town, I thought I'd let you know. Or, you know what I mean? Something to that effect. Like, don't just send one guy. You're not going to send just one guy.
You'd
He's
at
the
least
only
call
guy.
the next town.
He's going to call the next town. He's going to get back up.
I think that's laying it out to be where there is no help.
I mean, yeah, you're laying
They're
out
laying
the plot.
out that plot
I
of no
get
help.
that, man. But, like, no place is an island
I
unless
get
it's
that.
actually an
But
island.
this is also 1969.
This is true.
So-
that is true. Like, what kind of, I mean, they have radios. But
Right, but how far away is the next
Correct.
town? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So he probably thought, well, I might be able to just handle this. I got a gun. You know what I mean? So-
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But the fact that the one thing that did bother me though is he left the uncle or whatever in the car with the shotgun. Like, or I mean, he left Hewitt in the car with the
Yes,
shotgun. Like,
I
why would
agree.
you? So you know you're going to pick up his nephew. He just killed a man. You don't know what his uncle, brother, whatever the fuck he is capable of.
Yeah.
Don't leave a gun in the vehicle with him.
And how do you get the uniform back to so clean?
I don't know.
Like, I want to know their laundry secrets. Because every time you see him, he's clean.
Clean as fuck, yeah. Clean
But every
as fuck.
time he does something, it's fucking everywhere. Like, I don't know about you, but I get like a cut and I get blood on my shirt. I gotta throw the shirt away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my hardest to get it out, but
Well,
I
yeah,
can't.
but if it
Mama's
sits
got
too
the
long
best
or you
soap
don't see
recipes.
it, right? Yeah, no shit. Mama's got the best of everything. Apparently, just not food.
He takes his body back home and butchers him for stew meat. Meat stew?
Sure.
It says stew meat, but I think
Yeah,
he
it's
means
the
People
meat that
stew.
they put in the stew.
Stew meat. She's butchering it for stew meat.
Okay. He informs the rest of the family that they will not leave the poverty-stricken town and that with good people like the sheriff, they'll never go hungry again. Oh.
So what do you think human tastes like?
Pork.
Chicken.
Pork? You think it tastes like pork?
I've read that.
Was our study done?
No,
Try
I
this.
don't
There's-
know. I
there's
used to do
cannibalistic-
case studies on serial killers
Well,
and stuff.
marinated the right way, it might taste like ham, though.
There's cannibalistic tribes and shit. I'm sure there's people that's talked to those cannibalistic tribes and they've said that that's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Huh.
And if you eat a person's brain, if you eat a brain too many times, you can get kuru?
Yeah, there's a certain type of disease or something
Yeah.
you get.
It's a brain eating thing. It'll
Yeah,
literally
really.
eat your brain.
Will you turn into a zombie?
No, you just lose your fucking mind.
Yeah, and it'll
Turn
eventually
into a
kill you. But like my thing is like I don't like I don't like check into cannibalism. I just do case studies on serial killers like back in the day and stuff when I was doing.
She's tried it.
Yep,
Yeah,
twice.
Twice.
Jungle gyms.
Two brothers.
Yeah, aisle 7.
Two brothers, Eric and Dean, are driving across the country with their girlfriends, Chrissy and Bailey, to enlist in the Vietnam War. They stop at an eatery where they encounter a group of bikers and leave, followed by a female biker named Alex. Dean reveals that he's decided not to enlist and burns his draft card right before Alex draws a shotgun and orders the group to pull over. A chase ensues and the car crashes. Chrissy is thrown from the Jeep and lands in a field out of sight. Sheriff Hoyt.
I didn't understand that card burning.
Hoyt.
That was a dumb time to do that.
Hoyt.
You're trying to keep it a secret from your brother.
When you're back there
And
burning
you're in
it.
the back of a car.
Well, he
Nobody's
was,
gonna go,
he was supposed to have told him while they were at the gas
but
station.
it's a really
anyway,
bad
but-
time to throw a tantrum
Right.
in
While
the
he's
car,
riding, yeah.
burning a card. Maybe throw it out the window and say, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really weird time to throw a tantrum.
Or just say, I'm not going, and then
Yeah, don't burn the card or throw it out because obviously
you're going to make
it's
somebody
against
upset.
the law to burn your draft card.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just as against the law to throw it out the window, so we're here
Yeah.
now. Just, why are you throwing a tantrum?
Yeah.
Now, what was the point of that lady chasing him down?
I thought that was really stupid too. That was definitely a plot device.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know why she would have went on her
They
own.
really didn't need it, though. Those two bikers chasing after him later didn't need to
Yeah.
happen.
I mean, at least it was something else.
The
in the movie,
only
but-
thing that he did later was get her back to the house with a false sense of security.
Yeah.
That is it.
Well, you know,
But she could have done that on her own somehow.
like Jessa said. I mean, the biker chick, she wouldn't have gone off on her own to chase that Jeep down. The whole fucking crew would have went after him. If one person was going to go, they all would have went.
Not the whole crew, he would at least have went. Like, he was cruising along nonchalantly, like he didn't know what the hell was going on. Like,
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you have went with her, man? Like,
Yeah, I agree. And I'll say something else. The accident scene, totally unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
How does a 1960s ragtop Bronco hit a cow like that and it explodes? But that doesn't happen when an ambulance hits one.
Yeah.
Talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah, that was
the
Rob Zombie
Halloween.
dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the Halloween.
Okay, so
when this movie does it better, you fucked up.
yeah, but I mean, the one with Rob Zombie was entertaining, to say the least.
No.
Because whenever he hit that fucking thing,
And
it
it bounced
stopped.
back.
It bounced back.
Here's the cow.
That cow was
Here's
almost
the
able to
ambulance.
walk away.
It was.
And the cow just I'm fucking walking here,
Yeah.
you ass.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah, it had maybe a dent.
Yeah.
And the fucking ambulance is just
demolished.
It
And
literally,
like what's
the
his
cow
face
went
is
from
like in there
this-
like dying.
The cow went from this to that.
yeah, it fell over.
That's all happened. It just went from this.
Ow.
You need to make a YouTube video like that. It falls over and then you make that. Oh.
Or like from Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Make a TikTok like that.
Yeah, that literally killed it for me for that movie. When I literally
That's what,
seen,
yeah, I turned it off.
yeah, when
went
I
back
seen
and
that
watched it
fucking
again some
ambulance
other
hit
time,
that
but
cow and it just fucking,
it hit that cow and that
I was
happened,
like,
and I was like,
I'm done.
I'm done. I can't.
You have convinced me otherwise.
Yeah.
All right.
You've lost me.
Totally unrealistic. A bronco hitting a cow and that happens. Not when an ambulance can't do it.
Sheriff Hoyt arrives at the scene shortly after and immediately shoots Alex. Sheriff Hoyt finds Dean's burnt draft card and demands to know who it belongs to. To save his brother, Eric claims that it's his. After making them put Alex's body in the car, Hoyt forces the group in as well and calls for Uncle Monty to tow the wreckage, which Chrissy is hiding in. Hoyt drives them to the Hewitt house and calls for Leatherface to get rid of Alex's body. Meanwhile, Hoyt hangs Eric and Dean up by their arms from the rafters in a barn and ties Bailey under a kitchen table inside the house. Monty brings the wrecked car back to the house and Chrissy sees her friends tied up from afar. She runs back to the highway to get help and flags down Holden, Alex's boyfriend, who follows Chrissy back to the house to find her. At the Hewitts, Hoyt wraps Eric's face with cellophane. Cellophane?
Cellophane.
Slowly
Plastic
suffocating
wrap.
him for trying to dodge the draft. Dean begs him to stop and finally admits that the draft card was his. Hoyt allows Eric to breathe and releases Dean, promising to let them go free if he can do 10 push-ups. He does so, but Hoyt beats him with a baton,
Okay, I understand.
leaving him incapacitated.
I understand the being beat with a baton
Incapacitated.
thing would deter you from doing push-ups, but that kid is jacked regardless. 10 push-ups ain't shit for him. So I'm like, that's like, if you can't do 10 push-ups, dude.
Well, he did.
He did, but just
Unless
barely.
that baton is like breaking your back or something.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I
I
know
would say
getting
he
hit.
caused some serious damage,
Yeah.
especially to his back.
Because whenever he started doing it, acting like he couldn't, like he went to start doing push-ups, and like he acted like he couldn't do a fucking push-up. I'm like,
Dude, I used to be able to do push-ups like it was no problem.
yeah,
Now
I can still do
if I-
push-ups.
If I tried to do one, I could do one maybe. Seriously,
Yeah,
have
give
you
me
tried
10.
to do a push-up lately?
10, I give you 10, no problem. It's not a big deal.
Do it.
What?
I'm not
No.
getting on the fucking floor.
All right,
guys
after
are
we're done,
crazy.
we'll let you guys know if he succeeds.
Uh-huh. Check out the TikTok. Video will be there. You guys like
Don't
to
give
plug?
them false promises, because
Oh, now we
you
can't do it?
promise them.
I didn't promise them anything.
No, but you're saying you can do it.
I
wanna see you
can do it.
I want to see you do
And so do they.
You guys are on my nerves.
it. Sounds like a cop out. Go on.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Listen to him. Eric's like, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I know
yeah,
I
or
can't.
else
He's like,
we'll be
I don't feel like
next.
doing push-ups.
I know I can't do push-ups. Like I can do maybe a few. There's no way I could do.
I
10.
can do one.
See? And she weighs like 3 pounds.
I can do 10. I know I can.
See, you shouldn't open your mouth.
No, I literally know I can do 10.
I know I can too. I just don't want to.
It's gonna be on TikTok, both of them.
I don't care.
Next time we all get drunk together, I'm like, hey, you remember that push-up conversation?
No one's watching.
I won't record, I promise.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying. I know I can. So
Okay. Anyways, when Hoyt leaves, Eric.
I'm like Ned Flanders. Like, yeah, I got this round bob, but when it comes off, I'm just like jacked, like Arnold.
Oh, jeez.
But
It's
you'll
actually
never,
your shirts. You're trying to throw people off.
yeah,
Like, you got
you'll
that
you'll
ball
never
friend
see
that-
me without a shirt. So
Ladies
never
and
know.
gents, my father. Okay. When
the only
Hoyt.
thing that Ned Flanders has that I can't pull off better than him is that fucking mustache. He's got a way better mustache than I could ever have.
he did have a phenomenal mustache.
Mm-hmm. Some people pull off really good mustaches, man. I'm like, man, that's a good looking mustache. And,
gotta be
but
able
you
to
got to
grow
be
it
able to pull
long.
off a mustache without it looking creepy.
Yeah.
You look creepy with a mustache, then we got a problem. I don't think I could pull it off. I think Eric could pull it off.
I'm not a
Nope,
big fan
nope.
of mustaches.
Mm-mm. That's why I quit Arby's. I could only grow a mustache. I could only have a mustache. I couldn't have my goatee or anything. And I look like a fucking pedophile. I was like, I can't do it.
You quit Arby's because you couldn't grow a mustache.
I couldn't have.
Sounds like
I
you
couldn't
quit
have my
Big
goatee.
Boys.
I could only have a mustache.
Then just shave it all.
Then I have baby face.
And he looks perpetually 9 years old.
That might come in handy a few years down the road when you don't feel like looking as old as you are.
I look bad without my facial hair.
That's what Crystal told me the same thing. I shaved my face once for her, and she's like, never again.
Yep.
Twice.
Never
Yep.
again.
Don't
She
do
said,
that.
don't ever shave your face again. I was like, my bad. Jeez.
It'll grow back.
That's what I said.
She married your
Real
facial
bad.
hair, not you.
Yeah. Oh, if it was up to her, my beard would be down to here, and
She looks at him. She's like, I can't look at you for a week now.
every time, like whenever I do grow my, like you guys have seen they've seen my beard.
Mhm.
When I grow it out, as soon as I shave it off, she's like, I don't like it. She won't even look at me. I'm like, it's fucking hot. I get tired of taking care of the damn thing.
I don't even like when letting it get too thick. Here, I have to trim it.
I trim it down.
I keep
too.
it trimmed.
Yeah. Actually, I just trimmed it a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I can
Beauty
see a
lessons
bald
from the
spot.
boys.
Yeah. Like last week.
Yeah.
Beauty lessons from the girls.
Mm-hmm. No, I think we were talking about cooking, actually. Some kind of cooking thing. I don't remember.
Next week, we'll bring down our dogs.
They will not behave. All right. Are you done?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not yet.
When Hoyt leaves, Eric breaks free from his restraints and gets Dean to safety before sneaking into the house to free Bailey. However, Dean is caught in a bear trap while Hoyt knocks Eric unconscious with a shotgun. Bailey takes Monty's truck and drives down the road, but Leatherface stabs her in the shoulder with a meat hook
She almost
and
got
pulls
away.
her out before dragging her back into the house. He then carries Eric to the basement where he sees Alex's mutilated body hanging from the ceiling. At nightfall, Holden and Chrissy arrive at the house, but part ways to search for their friends separately. Chrissy finds Dean, who informs her Eric and Bailey are still inside the house. Holden encounters Monty and shoots him in the knee before taking Hoyt hostage and ordering him to take him to the girl. Meanwhile, Leatherface removes the skin from Eric's arms. Chrissy hears his screams and locates the door to the basement. Hoyt takes Holden to Bailey, incorrectly thinking she is the girl he's looking for. He then calls Leatherface for help, and Chrissy enters the basement unnoticed. Holden prepares to shoot Hoyt, but Leatherface arrives and kills Holden with his chainsaw by cutting him in half. Chrissy finds Eric and tries to free him, but cannot remove his restraints, and hides under the table when Leatherface returns. Leatherface inspects Eric's face before impaling him with his chainsaw. He then skins Eric's face and wears it as a mask. Hoyt calls Leatherface upstairs and tells him to cut off Monty's legs, since the bullet cannot be removed. Chrissy is about to leave when she hears Bailey's screams and decides to go back and save her. She finds her upstairs and attempts to untie her, but Hoyt catches her and brings her downstairs for dinner, along with Bailey and an unconscious Dean.
Oh, wait. And then we get a whole
Dinner scene?
dinner scene, and then...
I think that's just kind of tradition at this point.
Well, they didn't do it in the last one.
No, they didn't.
And then, on top of that, not only did they do that, but they also decided, we're going to do the entire first movie with her jumping out the window and running through the woods and all that shit. With Leatherface, I'm like...
Minus the screaming.
Minus the screaming, which was a good thing. But I was just like, they don't really have to do this.
You got points for that.
For not screaming.
Leatherface soon slits
Like
Bailey's
I said,
throat.
this is just a mashup of a bunch of other things that we've already seen in Texas Chainsaw movies. So
Leatherface soon slits Bailey's throat with a pair of scissors after revealing that all of her teeth have been extracted. He then grabs Chrissy and tries to carry her to the basement, but she stabs him in the back with a screwdriver and escapes by jumping out of a window. Leatherface pursues her with his chainsaw. Meanwhile, Dean regains consciousness and repeatedly smashes Hoyt's head into the porch before heading off to find Chrissy. Chrissy hides in the slaughterhouse, and after noticing that Leatherface has found her, she grabs a knife.
That's it.
Yeah, another slaughterhouse.
No, another showdown in a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, just like the last one.
She grabs a knife and hides in a tank of pig's blood. She cuts Leatherface's face with the knife when he finds her, but before she can escape, he throws her to the ground. As he is about to kill her, Dean arrives and stops him, but Leatherface kills Dean with his chainsaw. Chrissy makes her way to a nearby car and drives off. She sees a state trooper who has pulled someone over in the distance, but as Chrissy pulls over, Leatherface suddenly appears in the back seat and impales her with his chainsaw,
Which is stupid.
causing her to lose control and run over both the trooper and the man he pulled. Leatherface then exits the car and walks along the road back toward the Hewitt house.
That's dumb. When the fuck did he get in that car? She ran directly from him to the car, got in the car, drove away. When was he able to get into the car without her noticing?
Teleportation.
Yeah.
That stop sign back there.
I don't
It's
understand.
when she stopped for the stop sign.
Yeah, he snuck in.
Yeah.
A 9-foot
Well, I don't
man.
understand how he caught her friend, Bailey. That truck was going full bore.
How
and
fast
then all
was he
of a sudden,
fucking running?
Like, he must be really fucking fast.
Yeah, because he comes up out of nowhere and just hooks her ass.
Teleportation.
I'll give him that one. I give him that one.
I can give that one to him easier than the last one.
Easier
but
than-
I'm
yeah.
just saying, she was already going like 30
That
miles
pissed
an
me
hour.
off. I'm like, okay, kill the main character. That's fine. I don't care about that. But do it realistically.
well, they had to kill her. Like, nobody could get away in this.
Exactly. Not
You
in
know
the
what I
first
mean?
one.
But like, it's like the biker thing all over again. Like, you can do that without
Doing that.
Right.
You can find a different way.
Yeah, I just didn't. And then the fact that like you brought up, there was nobody he could have called for backup. But then there's a state trooper at the end. You know, but I don't know. Like the fact that he just appeared in the back of that.
I agree. That's ridiculous.
Like he's just. I was like, how the fuck did he get?
I would have
there?
bought it better if it was Hoyt back there.
Maybe there was a scene they cut, but it's not in the movie, so it doesn't count.
Exactly.
So, I don't
Exactly.
know. Whatever.
It's fun.
No, it's not.
Sarcasm, my friend. Sarcasm.
All right, so did you guys cover all your notes and bullshit?
Ain't much.
I
Yeah,
don't have
right,
anything to say about this movie.
All right, well, let's review it.
Let's review this bitch.
10 out of 10.
Oh no.
9.5. Get real.
Oh,
It's not perfect.
I know. I just want to give it a 10 so
9.75,
bad.
Guys, I really can't decide between 9.5 or 10, so I'm gonna have to say 9.75 just this one time.
Put it in.
Alright, I'll add it.
No.
Wait, I changed my mind.
Too late. You done said it. It's going in.
There wasn't as
No, I'd have
much
to add that
screaming
in there because
this.
we've got, this is how it is.
Yeah, we do halves.
I was
Very
really
added.
bored with this movie. I watched this movie very early this morning, and I was not happy that I stayed awake to watch it. Let's put it that way.
We all want our time back medicine. It's too late.
It was a giant waste of time, okay?
Let's watch the remake over again.
No.
The remake
It's
was
more
better.
entertaining.
Yeah, the remake was actually better.
I'd rather just not watch any of them. I'd rather just watch The Walking Dead.
The next one's.
You keep
Like-
saying.
You
I know,
say
but
that
no, not
over
good. I'm not gonna say it's good.
over.
It's not good by any means,
It's
but it's at
3D.
least entertaining.
When they go into 3D, like, they should have taken. I figured it out. I know why this franchise sucks. They never took it in the right direction. Once you
Really?
hit 3D, you gotta go space. You gotta. I mean, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't do.
Yep.
You
Jason never went 3D. He just went straight into space.
Can't, well, he did 3D.
He did
It just
3D.
Well,
wasn't
that's
called
why a
3D.
lot of people don't like
Yeah,
him.
it was.
It was
4, 3. It might have been 3.
I think it was
I don't
3.
remember them.
I think it was called Jason 3D.
It wasn't called. Was it called Jason?
I think so.
I don't know, but yeah, because okay, it's the one that's at the Why do I know this?
Why
Anyway,
don't I?
Exactly. So it's the one. It's the one where they go
We're
to
gonna
like
get a
her
fist fight
parents'
over this.
cabin,
Okay.
and it's not at Crystal Lake. It's at like this cabin, and
I'm wanting to say that's a third one.
yeah,
Let me check.
was that the one with the guy that wasn't Jason? No, that was
No,
the
that was
second. Or-
that was the fourth
fourth one.
one.
Yeah, fourth.
Yeah, but no, it's the one where they go to like her parents' cabin or whatever, and Yeah, it was a 3. The whole thing wasn't in 3D, but like
Okay,
his kills, like he shoots a harpoon.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
all
talking
right,
about?
yeah,
He
now I
shoots the
know,
harpoon.
yeah,
The harpoon was a 3D scene.
yeah, I'm catching, I'm remembering that part.
There's
now,
different scenes that like, and he shoves somebody's face through like a plate glass window or a glass window, and the glass comes out at you. Yeah,
that's right.
I'm looking it up. To see
we're
which one it
totally
was.
derailed, Madison. I'm sorry, we cannot focus on this movie for 5
I
seconds.
don't understand how you make a 3D movie without 3D glasses.
Well, back then it was
They had-
it was the
yeah.
craze. Like you'd go to the theater to see it, and they would give you
They
the
give
3D
the
glasses.
blue and red glasses or
Mhm.
whatever.
The ones that gave you a headache after about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
The old
no,
80s 3D glasses.
I don't have much to say about this movie. I really don't. It was boring.
It was part 3. Yeah, Jason or Friday the 13th part 3 3D.
I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't remember there being that 3D part.
Third installment of the series picks up on the day after the carnage with the homicide maniac Jason Voorhees stealing the clothes and killing a local store owner. Meanwhile, Chris and her sometimes boyfriend Rick are hosting a group of teenage friends at Crystal Lake House despite a run-in with the local biker gang, blah, blah, blah. I remember this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this one. It's not the best one.
No.
Which one is? Mine would be X all day.
X is great.
You loved X because all the killing, the way
Because
they
it was
killed.
fucking entertaining.
Funny, dude.
It was fucking hilarious,
he grabbed
dude.
those bitches and put them
was
in a fucking
ridiculous.
sleeping bag and was banging
That
on
franchise
the fucking
finally
tree.
realized what it was and made a good fucking movie.
They finally embraced it.
Yeah,
And we
they're like-
all were like, hallelujah,
Yeah.
praise Jesus.
Jason in space. Yes.
Yes.
Jason is a comical killer.
And don't get me wrong, it's
I
the
need
best like horror franchise to go to space ever.
I agree.
Like the best one.
Well, I don't know. The Leprechaun,
Leprechaun was
in
pretty
space
good
is
one,
pretty
too.
good, but it's not as good as Jason and Jason
I'm
X,
the
dude.
leprechaun. Sorry. Go on.
Thank you.
We can't.
when are
focus
we
today.
going?
I'm
When are
so
when are we going
sorry.
to do Jason X for the?
I would put that one in the box. I would watch that.
We would have
I
to
would
do
talk
all of
about
them
it.
if we did that. You know that.
Would we though?
We have cut other franchises. You guys don't want to watch the rest of the Saws. I said 3. We'd be done.
If we do Jason X, we have to at least do Jason Goes to Manhattan.
Well, then you're talking about
then
the
you
whole
gotta
franchise.
do the like if you're doing yeah.
Because then you might as well do Jason Goes to Hell. Because it's between the two.
Yeah. If we're gonna do a franchise, I think that if we do franchises in any way, shape, or form, like beyond this,
Honestly, that's when they start getting good. Is Jason Goes to Manhattan, takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
I think
Honestly,
we should
I
do
mean,
it
I'll
in
be honest.
order,
it's-
like all at once. You know what I mean?
Oh, like the whole thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like if we go to put more franchises in here the next time, I think we put the first movie in there, and then that's like the trigger. Like you watch the whole thing and get it over with. And then
For like weeks at a time.
we could, or we could decide that a franchise is just a one-time deal, and you watch the whole franchise. and
Oh
then we
my
can
god,
talk
that's a
about it.
lot of movie
I'm
watching.
not saying all at once. Like we can set a date. Like okay, this is the day that we're gonna talk about.
Have a
like,
special episode dedicated.
yeah. So like 4 months from now, we're gonna talk about the whole franchise of Jason, right? And then like if we pull another one, then it's
That's
like,
all
okay.
fine and good.
That's a
but man,
long-ass
that's a
podcast.
long ass podcast. You're gonna be talking.
Yeah, those are special episodes.
We could probably try something like that sometime.
Because people, I mean, you see it all the time. Podcasts.
We
do
should have
it.
done that with this shit.
That's why I'm saying it now. I don't want it drunk out again.
God damn.
I just want to get it over.
Do that with the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
But Nightmare on Elm Street would be worth covering one at a time, though. Just because each movie is good in its own right, except for the second one. But it's still worth talking about because...
Well, it's in the franchise. You have to watch it. You have to include it. I mean, as much
And
as
that's
you
what
and
I'm
I want to
saying.
say it
That's what I'm
doesn't
saying, though.
exist,
I would
it's
love to
there.
talk about how shitty that movie is.
Oh, let's do it.
Because I'm thinking, like, after we finish this franchise,
Maybe
I'm
they
like...
made a documentary about the
second one?
The second one,
Yeah, I know.
and they called it Scream Queen.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I was thinking, like, because I kept asking, I'm like, man, what franchise are we going to cover after we're through the Texas Chainsaw? Because I don't even know why the fuck we started with this franchise to begin with.
I don't
Like, I
remember.
could think
it-
of better
I think we were
franchises
trying
to
to
have
think
done.
of important, like ones that are influenced.
And I think we
like,
started
are
with the first
influenced
one. I'm like, well, let's just keep going with it.
Well, no, like we decided if we're gonna put movies in there, then all the sequels. go.
All
See,
I know is
that
this
was the
franchise is
decision.
haunting me.
But what I'm saying is that none of us remembered this franchise very well. I'm finding
That's
it.
true.
I'm finding it kind of cool because I consider myself a horror fan, right? And If you ask me about Texas Chainsaw, I'd be like, Leatherface is cool. Like, you know what I mean? I could have told you about the first movie and the
Be
remake,
honest.
and then I'd have been like,
What more do you know about him now?
I know that his family dynamic changes from house to house. I know that he makes the prettiest babies. I know that him and Viggo Mortensen were related.
You know that these movies are absolutely ridiculous.
You
and
said
never
you said
wanna
what do I
watch
know
them
about
again.
Leatherface? You didn't say the movies. You said what do I know about Leatherface?
You know that Leatherface is absolutely ridiculous, and you never want to watch any of his movies ever again.
Leatherface is not ridiculous. The movies are.
Same.
Leatherface is the best part of these movies, at least in the newer ones, because he's actually taken seriously and he's actually intimidating. And he's not running around screaming like a fucking girl.
I think he did it one time. In this
That's
movie.
why I like this guy.
Well, like whenever he got stabbed or whatever, he
Yeah.
squealed a little bit, but that was it.
That's why I like this guy's portrayal of Leatherface.
Oh, way better. He's the best one, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, the one in the newest movie was really good too. I really liked him.
Yeah.
So, anyway, sorry. What do you give it?
We keep interrupting her and her.
Go
Why is
ahead.
it she's gonna stab us? We won't.
Right?
It's okay. I'll just place tiny bombs and then skip a day. All right.
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because
Is
I
that a
hate this
bomb threat?
franchise.
It was a bomb threat.
It was a
Put
bomb
like a
threat.
firecracker under each one of our chairs and just set them off.
Set him off
individually.
like, fuck, what the fuck?
Or she's gonna put air horns under all our chairs, and then we sit down and
I'd shit my pants.
I'll be in on the joke just to see that.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'll shit my
I wanna
pants.
do that so
I'll
bad.
pee a little bit.
Oh fuck! I gotta go.
I won't even get up like, guys, I peed. I peed.
He peed out his butt.
I peed a little.
Oh,
Smells like
man.
shit, yeah, because I peed out of my butt.
That would be so good. Please do not give me ideas.
At
I'll
least
hit
let us record
before
that.
any of you people get down here.
I probably would piss myself though, honestly, if I'm not like.
That's what I should have done today whenever I said I was coming down to make a rug. Like because he already had the camera and everything set up by the time I got here. All I would have to do is click record and wait for you guys to get here.
Yeah.
But
But
then
then he
record
just
the
deleted.
setup and everything. No, he wouldn't.
No.
No.
I wouldn't delete it if she pulled a
Okay.
prank like that.
That
Hell
would be
no.
pretty
I
funny.
come down here, why is it recording? And then I'd know. Hold on, you guys.
You
Stop
gave it
where
away.
you
Why
are.
don't you shut up?
This place is booby trapped.
He'd be under the desk
Don't move. I'd be like,
investigating each chair.
There's a tripwire under you guys' things right now, by the way.
Saw back there. I want to play a game.
You want to play a game?
She's gonna come down here one time and just hit record and stand back there and be like, play a game. She wouldn't even do anything.
play a
We'd all be
game?
like, she would just be fucking with us.
Dude, you guys would be looking forever, too.
No, I probably wouldn't. I'd be like, Madison, shut the fuck up and go sit down. And then my chair would be the only one that was trapped. Fucking dick.
Oh, man.
Anyway, for me, this is not the worst one in the whole franchise. Huh?
I said number one is.
No, the third one was the one with
Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was the worst one. Just because it lent nothing. This one, on the other hand, is just a bunch of recycled ideas from all the other movies. That's all this is, and it's not entertaining. It's boring. Jordana Brewster is the worst leading lady. I thought she was terrible in this movie because she's like you said, wooden. She was not entertaining in any way. She wasn't convincing in any way. The brothers were okay for what short time you had with them on screen. They were
I almost
okay.
wanted them to switch and not have a final girl, just have those two kicking ass.
Right, yeah. And as usual, even given the fact that like Arlie Ermy was like kind of phoning this in a little bit, he still did a good job. He was still the most entertaining part of this movie. Some of the liners,
saying not
the
that
part
much.
whenever he cuts off what's his face's legs, he cuts off the one leg. And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead and take the other one." She's like, "Why?" He's like, "For balance."
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, that's just a good line. I like
It
that.
was.
That was pretty funny. And like I said, he's the best part of this fucking movie.
Like,
aside-
when did he start running the family?
That's going to get
though?
infected.
Like, that was one other thing that bothered me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
What do you mean?
But, like, he
What?
is telling everybody else. Well, he's doing his review. I hate it when that happened. But anyway, like, so.
Fuck you, Madison. No sorry for you.
Trying to get her- Anyway, no, in the first one, Mama ran that place. Grandma, let me in! And then she would grab fucking Arlie Ermy by the ear when he wouldn't listen to her. And then in this one, they all act like they're scared of him. What happened? What changed?
Well, yeah, but not Mama. Mama wasn't afraid of him.
Yes, she did. When they were sitting there at the table and he was talking about, we will never go hungry. She looked disgusted at what they were about to do. She was not having it, but she didn't say a fucking word.
Yeah. I don't know. Different direction, I suppose. I'm sure this is a different writer.
That's the story. That's the story we need to see. How did Mama become the badass?
It's true, yeah.
I want to see that.
She probably gave him a few bitch smacks real
I want to
quick.
see him running his mouth at her. She's like,
probably
I've had enough.
Probably after she saw that blonde boy fucking face bash him on the front porch, like, man, you're a bitch. You let that little boy take advantage of you like that?
Yeah, she walked out there and she's like,
pussy. Fucking pussy. Or he walks out like on Debo. You got knocked the fuck out.
You know what? You just solved the mystery for me. Thank you, Joseph.
Mystery gang is on the case.
Weak ass bitch.
Anyway, the music's recycled. It's all the same noises, music. Hell, the scenery's all recycled. Hell, they even go back to the fucking butcher place.
Yeah.
I'm like, did they just take the first remake movie and say, we're going to reuse everything from that movie to cut down cost? That had to have been what it was.
Just use
different actors. It has the same, like, yellowy tone.
Everything about this is exactly like the last one, only done worse. And it doesn't add anything to it. It's boring. Like, at least in the first remake, whenever, like, Arlie Ermy shows up, like, he was intimidating. He was scary. Hell, I would argue that he was more intimidating and scary than Leatherface himself. He actually was an intimidating factor on
Leatherface
screen.
has always just been the dog, right?
Right, exactly.
I mean, he's the master in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go Mass. This is a 3.5 for me, too. I did not like this movie. I remember it being better for some reason. I don't know why. But it's not good.
Yeah.
The best part was the beginning, but even like Karen said, we didn't need it.
So, yeah, largely for me, I had written all this stuff down about it being just this prequel is nothing but a remake of the remake. I mean,
yeah,
it's
it really is too.
I mean, like, literally, like,
they do nothing new or inventive.
No, so, like, I mean, I even wrote little things here, like, so they were trying so hard to put her and Jessica Biel, like, to make her Jessica Biel. It was ridiculous. Like, they even copied her entire fucking wardrobe, and the only thing they did was make it tighter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Well, I don't know about that, because Jessica Biel's wardrobe was really fucking skin tight.
But the reason it was good is because the shirt was not completely, like, it was tied around the bottom, but it still had a little bit of below.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what made it sexier. If I can see everything and know exactly what your body looks like under those without knowing, I mean, I don't know what your nipples look like, but you know what I'm saying.
Jessica Biel was hot, though. She had nicer boobs.
She's got curves.
Yeah, she got curves.
This girl's
a fucking stick.
Yeah.
With no ass.
But all of the other characters follow a similar suit, though, if you really think about it. So that she's got the strong, dark-haired...
completely sexualized all of that. Everybody's like, man, what a fucking douche. But, I mean, it's true, though. You put girls in scantily clad
You
clothing.
didn't sexualize her. They did with the
That's
wardrobe.
but, like, she just...
They wanted you to look
good. She didn't look good.
They wanted you to look. You
Yeah.
looked. Yeah, so, like, if you look at all the other characters, though, they follow a similar suit. You know, she's got the strong, dark-haired boyfriend, but he's still pretty useless, right? He's supposed to be, like, the strongest character in the movie, and then he does what with it?
Nothing.
Fucking nothing.
And you got the blonde kid.
You got the blonde, slightly less manly sidekick, but he makes it further than the strong guy.
Yeah.
Right?
But
he almost makes it
But he
to
does
the end,
help out the main protagonist female.
as he did in the first one.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
And then, like, you've got the slightly slutty blonde
Yeah.
sidekick, right?
Yep.
Which does fucking nothing.
Again.
No, in the first one, she was a complete slut.
Well, hell, you know, even the blonde guy, he even had, so in the first one he was blonde, but he also had the problem with the foot, right? Like, it got cut off.
Yeah.
And that's when she finds him. So he's still, like, really wounded when she finds him. So we've, you know, he fucked up his foot.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even try.
It's a complete rehash.
Yeah, they didn't even try. They'll call this, like, an homage kind of thing, but what it really means is we didn't know what to do. We're completely unoriginal, so we just stole your ideas and kind of refreshed them a little. She did find her boyfriend alive instead of the blonde guy, so there's a twist. Didn't see that coming. and it's unrealistic with the wreck scene.
So I think I want to step back here a second and say that if this movie could have been a lot better if they had shown the Hewitt family coming into their craziness a little more.
Yeah,
And,
show that
and
slow
being,
transition.
And, yeah,
Like let us see them normal.
Maybe not even normal, but at least show us them
Or
coming
those-
into that. Because
yeah.
like Hewitt just comes on screen, bam, he's crazy already.
And he walks in and tells them all they're gonna eat like human, and
Yeah.
they're all like okay with it.
Yeah, and then but we're all
Maybe not
like,
okay
well,
with
where
it
did
at
this
first,
come
but-
from? Like, is this out of left field for them? We don't know how. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like it should have been leading up where the family's sitting there stressing about what they're going to do about food.
Yeah,
and, what
and
they,
then
you know,
and then
bam.
actually give the family more of an arc than the surviving teens.
Yeah.
Give them more of an arc, so at least that way, when you kill off your teens at the end, especially the main protagonist, at least that way you won't feel you might feel a little more invested in the whole thing in general.
I think either way you go with that, though, there's going to be complaints because there's going to be people that are complaining because, hey, it's a Texas Chainsaw movie and I didn't see any killing, but like at the end or whatever, you know what I mean? There's always going to be complaining. When
Granted,
it
at
comes
the
to that,
same time, years before this, they already did that with the whole Firefly thing with House of Thousand Corpses. They did it back in what year was it? 04, 05?
I never watched it, but
You
yeah.
know, well, whenever it came out, and that was before these remakes. And so that's fucking sad that, like, I hate to say it, but Rob Zombie did it better with House of a Thousand Corpses than you did with the franchise he pretty much based his shit off of. You know what I mean?
I like the first one better.
What?
Texas Chainsaw.
Right. No, I understand, but I'm just saying, like,
No, I get what you're saying. and
he
I
did
agree
House
with
of
you.
Thousand Corpses better than they did with these two remakes, and that movie was literally a spitting image of the whole like the Firefly family is the Hewitt family without Leatherface.
You are 100% correct.
So, just
Yep. I'm giving it a 2.5. I really did not enjoy this. It's fucking boring, and I don't like it when you can't have an original idea or thought of your
Right.
own. So that's it for me.
sounds good to me.
Like the first movie, I probably would have gotten more into the Texas Chainsaw movie in the first one if it wasn't all the screaming and the fucking dumbass brother.
Mm-hmm.
I could have
Like
probably.
Franklin?
Fuck no. I could have probably
I did like the one in the remake more. The kid who was supposed to be Franklin, essentially. I liked him a
He
lot
actually
more.
had a
in
pretty
the-
good arc. He
did.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah.
Sad part is I like the characters from the original or from the remake a lot more than probably any of the movies surrounding this whole franchise.
If you could have taken the Jessica Biel crew and put it in the original, but had the original stand otherwise, that would be perfection. In my
For
mind.
sure. Yeah. Honestly, I think that would be a great movie.
Yeah.
Minus the screaming.
Yeah. I feel like
do some screaming. That's fine.
Yeah, I
But
feel like I don't know.
Numb it down a little.
Dumb it down a little bit. Just
I don't
take
know.
It,
It,
back a
it
notch.
didn't bother me, but I can understand where it bothered you guys. And I don't know. I just feel like it does the best representation of what would actually happen if that happened to people.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. But it's
I
just
think-
for entertainment value. You know what I mean?
No, I get that, but I think that it was just refreshing to see a non-glammed up version
Right.
of like it was cool for me then and now to see what real people would really do. Obviously that's not true because it's a movie, but you understand what I'm saying. Like
Right, I gotcha.
yeah, the realisticness of it.
Yeah.
I think what they really needed to do was just, if they did want to make a remake or did want to make a sequel, they needed to sit on it and think about it and actually get good writers that could come up with ideas that would work for the franchise. But
what it is so what it is with these franchises though is a studio or a company or production company will get their hands on the rights to a franchise, and they
They paid
have
money
to
for it,
they
so
have
they
to
wanna
bellow
make
out a movie every so often, or they lose the rights to that franchise. So
Mhm.
they'll just spit one out real fast. They've done it. Perfect example is Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
They did this with the Fantastic Four. They put out a movie. It was good. It was okay, I guess you should say. And then they did the second movie with the Silver Surfer, and it was okay. But then so many years passed by, and they're like, shit, we haven't done anything with this franchise. If we don't do something with it, it's going to fall back to wherever. Or
Reboot it or whatever.
So they rebooted it, and it was garbage. So, I mean, and that's what it is. It's like you have to do something with that franchise, or you lose the rights to that franchise, or it's able to be put up for
bid or
whatever,
yeah.
auction or whatever. So
it's a way to try to keep them fresh, so that you're not just but it ends up backfiring. It was their way of trying to keep franchises from dying, but in doing so, they just created franchise farms, really.
And they turn out like shit.
Yep. So, anyways, pretty much comes down to like what you guys are saying. I mean, it's just a rehash of the one prior. Acting was subpar, other than Arlie Ermy. He did an okay job. Comes to the Texas Chainsaw. Obviously, you guys know it's not my favorite franchise, but I thought it was better than the first one, probably because there wasn't so much screaming and
it's not as annoying.
Wasn't as annoying to me. So, I mean, I gave it to that. I gave it a point for that one. And I did enjoy the Leatherface character a lot more than the others. So I came in at a 3 on this one for me.
3.125. Hitting those big numbers.
I feel like that's too high.
I'll tell you what, if anybody came to me and I owned like a film company, I don't care if I own the rights or not, you better come to me at something solid, because every time that it's a failure, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up the clip of Leatherface hitting that dude with the mallet and then slamming the door, and I'm going to say, that. Something like that.
I'd make a list of people that like, all right, well, I'm never going to work with you again. You failed me, that's it. You get one strike here.
Because that is
unless
probably...
you're somebody like Francis Ford Coppola or Ridley Scott or something, like, all right, I know you can put out good shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you can never top that, and that's what they're always searching for. Is they're always searching for topping that. You're never going to just stop. If anybody came to me like, Toby Hooper, and he's like, oh, let's make a remake, or let's make a sequel, and I'd just be like, you can't do that again. Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised again. That is not going to ever be as impactful.
Come at me with an original idea and we'll talk.
Yeah, that is never going to be
even if it's another slasher movie or horror movie, whatever, that's fine, but come at me with something new.
Yep.
Yeah, Anyway, let's get into the Rotten Tomato shit.
All right.
22.
I'm going for 27%.
27?
I feel like that's too high. Because I don't think the critics like this. That would explain why there wasn't a sequel. I don't know, man. I don't think it was good, and I don't think anybody else thought it was good. What'd you say, 22?
I haven't made a guess yet.
No, the only person that said was Karen. She said 27.
I'm going 20.
19.
Madison's going to take it.
I was getting ready to say, I was like, I wanted to change it to 18, but I already said it.
It's 15%.
I was just waiting to 1 point, Dad.
Yeah, I know you are. All right, audience.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to go with my original 18 on that one.
You're going
I think
18
the audience
on
is
the
going to be a little
audience.
higher.
I'm sure they will be, but I already said 18 in my head the first time. I'm just going to do it.
Go ahead, Madison. You first.
Go ahead, Dad.
No.
Go.
Because I have a number in mind, but I want you to say yours.
Go.
I'll double it, 36%.
You said 36. I got a number in my head.
That might be too high.
I got a number in my head between 5. Choose.
Between 5?
3.
Yeah, you said 3.
5.
He got it.
So he gets to say it.
No, you get to go. You go first.
All right. I don't even know, actually.
You said what?
36.
36.
22.
22.
23.
Karen's going to take it. It's 53.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't think it was going to be that fucking high.
Good Lord, what are you guys taking?
Because I thought, well, maybe it's like a 40-ish. I was like, it's way too high.
Yeah, audience said it was 53%.
The audience is stupid.
I'm coming back at you.
Critics' consensus. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning is full of blood and gore, but not enough scares or a coherent story to make for a successful horror film.
There was no story.
But there was. It was the same one from the original. From
Alright.
the remake.
Only they weren't going to see Leonard Skinner.
Leonard.
Leonard.
All right, Surge C, a prequel to a bad remake. Now that's scary. 1 out of 2.
I wouldn't call it a
Half
bad
a
remake.
popcorn.
I'd call it a subpar
Yeah.
remake.
Bad.
The Carnage and Arlie Ermey's performance are the only merits to this film. Nothing else.
That's
1.5 star.
I agree.
No name. Another no name. Laughably dull and unremarkable attempt at trying to shock the audience with lingering shots of gore and torture. One of the worst continuations of a horror franchise to date. Texas Chainsaw, the beginning, features the worst of the worst performances, scares, gore effects, and storylines that is low even for horror movies. An unscary, boring gore fest that adds very little to the iconic chainsaw wielder and his sadistic family. 1/2 star. Awful film. The original film was even better. I liked the last 3. Yes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. The movie does focus on the whole family, but does not cover the crummy acting. Literally one of the top 10 worst films I've ever seen. Stephen S.
I don't know about all that. There's
Stephen,
a lot of bad fucking movies out there, man.
That's what
This is
Stephen
not
S.
one of
said.
those.
He's a super reviewer. He was a 1/2 star.
Sounds like a super moron.
So this is the one that's like very fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
So
Strap in,
Give it to
people.
me, baby. Give it to me.
1/2 star. Stupid movie. All capital letters.
All right, that's all I needed.
And three exclamation marks. Why does this atrocity have a 53% audience score? It should be way lower than that. It should have at least a 6% RT audience score. How the hell does Hulk 2003, Daredevil 2003, The Punisher 1989, Punisher Warzone, Ghost Rider, Charlie's Angels, Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams, Stuart Little 2, Star Wars, The Last Jedi, all of those movies are good, and the Punisher movies are just guilty pleasures but they're still miles better than
Stuart Little on that list.
Hold on.
But they're still miles better than this garbage.
I was going to say, The Punisher Warzone is a good fucking movie. That's
he's
one of
saying
the,
those are bad movies. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's saying that they're bad, but they're still
miles better than
this
movie.
But The Punisher Warzone was a good fucking comic book movie. I don't care what anybody says, and I'll argue that point.
But he's
Plus,
saying,
Ray Stevens is the best fucking Punisher that
he
has
says
been.
all have a lower RT audience score than this atrocious.
Right.
That's
Oh,
why.
okay,
That's what he's saying.
Okay,
They just didn't like it because, I mean, Stuart Little was a good movie, though.
That's where he's going. He's saying all these movies have lower RT audience scores than this movie.
too wholesome. Makes me feel weird.
Really?
Yeah, and then
It's a good
he said,
family
"I
movie.
swear the RT audience is so fucking stupid and retarded. This movie is so stupid. One of the worst movies ever made.
Was he quoting Scrubs right there?
I'm guessing it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 so's.
Remind me of Dr. Cox right there.
Yeah.
So
So stupid.
Susan.
One of the worst movies ever made. It's horrendous beyond human comprehension. Anybody who likes this movie is a sick piece of shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, this guy is like really
He's got
going.
some serious hatred for the.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate the movie. I just don't want to watch it again.
This movie is stupid, insanely over the top, too dark, too violent, too bloody, too gory, and beyond mean spirited.
You came to the wrong place, man. This is a Texas
Can you
Chainsaw
do me a favor,
movie.
Karen, and look up and see what we gave Texas Chainsaw 3?
Yeah.
Because I don't like that one. I hated that one more than this one.
Yeah.
Just as clarification.
What kind of?
And I want to make sure my score was at least
something
something similar at least. You know what I mean? I want it to be, because I feel like I really dogged pretty hard on this movie, but that movie was definitely worse.
What kind of sick fuck would even like this movie, this retarded movie? Who the hell would want to see a movie about an unlikable, cannibalistic asshole murder other humans and eat them?
People who like.
So apparently he's never seen any other Texas Chainsaw movies.
Or any Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah. One guy with a gun interrogates the asshole sheriff into leading him to save his girlfriend from getting brutally slaughtered. He's a fucking idiot. Why? Well, hold on.
Have mercy on his girlfriend.
Why not just shoot the asshole sheriff with his gun and kill him and go find her in the slaughterhouse yourself? Because of his stupidity, he gets himself brutally murdered by some homicidal maniac with a chainsaw. He would have stayed alive.
Gun.
The biker dude. If he would have just shot the Hoyt.
Because he was a fucking dick, that's why.
Yeah. Because of his stupidity, he got himself brutally murdered by the chainsaw.
I gave it a 3?
Yeah. He would have stayed alive if he had killed the fucking sheriff in the first place. Every victim in the movie dies in the end, so the woman ends up dying too in the end. Even my brother hates this atrocious movie. And okay. In all honesty,
good for your brother?
Yeah. In all honesty, none of the Texas Chainsaw movies are good. They're all shit. See, this is why
Are you sure this ain't your review?
Yeah, I'm positive.
He wrote this like, all right, this is what I'm telling
Eric
you.
wouldn't go into that. He'd be like, this sucks.
Yeah, I would not write this much. This is one of the worst, absolute worst of the worst. It's not even so bad it's good. It's just plain bad trash. Why did Hollywood make a goddamn prequel to the unnecessary reboot of the most overrated horror movie of all time? The movie is pure horse shit. There's nothing good about it. Except for the fantastic acting, especially from Jordana Brewster, who is a fabulous actress.
You're looking at her tits, man. Ain't nothing fabulous about her acting.
She didn't even have tits. What are you talking about?
Some people like that. Some people like those little ant lights.
It has absolutely no redeeming qualities aside from the acting.
She's not a good actress. Is he being sarcastic?
I don't know.
I think so. I hope so.
All of the characters are forgettable
and
all of the characters are forgettable and cardboard.
Cardboard? That was Jordana.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's being sarcastic about the acting after that comment or not. I don't know.
No, he was talking about everybody else. She was the only good one.
He said, he said all of the characters are forgettable and cardboard.
Well, then the acting can't be good.
Yeah, that's why I said I can't even remember a single character's name in this movie, nor do I even want to know. So this is on my top 10 worst movie list. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre beginning is worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
I don't know about that, because at least Dragon Ball Evolution had an entertainment factor. It wasn't boring.
He's saying this is worse.
I know. I mean,
there's a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not agreeing with.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that really hate Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, there are. It's a pretty hated movie.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying he's saying that Dragon Ball Evolution is better.
Oh. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said this is worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, okay. I would agree with that, actually.
It's worse than Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, Elektra, Man-Thing, Richie Rich.
Hold on now. Elektra was pretty good. That movie is underrated as shit. That movie was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he's saying all these movies are shitty, but this is worse than all these movies. Richie Rich's Christmas Wish, Ghostbusters.
Who watches Richie Rich's Christmas? That's on you, man.
Ghostbusters, 2016. 2016.
I was about to be like, pull a fucking Jay and Silent Bob. Are you?
Star Wars Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 2, The Clone Wars, Episode 3, Left Behind, The Happening, Cat in the Hat, Inspector Gadget, 1999.
Left Behind, what is that?
It's it's based on a book series, and it's some kind of like religious thing, and it's awful. I've never seen them. I just know they're awful.
Okay.
Just read the synopsis.
Inspector Gadget.
It's about people.
1 and 2. Garfield 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Home Alone 3. Home Alone 4. Home Alone, The Holiday Heist. Peppermint, Because I Said So.
He's just naming off a bunch of movies that were sweet sequels to other fucking movies.
Saving Christmas, Christmas with the Cranks, Haunted Mansion.
If you didn't know going in that some of those movies were going to be bad, then that's on you.
Yeah, there's a reason why I stopped watching Home Alone after the first or the third one. I'm like, because they're not
Back
good.
in the day at Dead Giveaways, if it didn't go to theaters and the first one did,
Yeah.
Not watching it.
Not watching it because that means it sucks.
Mhm.
That means that the studio didn't like it enough to put it in theaters.
Flatliners, every Sharknado movie.
Hold on a fucking minute.
Flatliners.
Which one? The remake or
He
the
just
original?
2017.
Okay.
All right.
Every
That one
shark
did suck.
every Sharknado movie.
Depends on what you're looking
Hey.
All the
yeah.
for. Depends on what you're looking for now.
all
What a
the
nice
all the
night.
Texas Chainsaw movies, every Resident Evil movie,
First one was good. I disagree.
every Twilight movie, every Transformers sequel.
Sequel.
So
I like the first one. I did.
I like the first one. Yeah.
every original Halloween sequel.
I thought the Rob Zombie remake wasn't that bad.
Both Candyman sequels.
I weep for you.
It's got
You hear me?
dude, it's got Danielle Harris in it, and she gets she's topless.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
The best part of the whole movie. I
Both
love Danielle
Hangover
Harris.
sequels. Both
touch it.
Look Who's
I wanna have her
Talking.
baby.
The Super
touch it.
Mario Brothers.
Now hold on.
All right.
That one's got
Now
some
we really
nostalgic
are
value.
Jay. Now we are Jay.
We got a
and Silent
problem.
Bob
This is
his
the
ass.
1993. He's literally talking about.
Yeah,
the
I
Super
know
Mario
he's talking
Brothers.
He
Try
can
to
suck
even-
a big fat fucking wiener. I know it's not like the game,
Wiener.
but the fucking movie is still good.
Alone
The
in the
Koopas
Dark.
were in.
He's talking. He said Alone in the Dark.
Well,
Is that over?
can't wrong.
Or is he still going?
No, he's still going.
Yeah, I'm still going. There's still quite a bit. Hold
Oh,
on, we're
Jesus.
getting there.
Let's get through this shit.
The Forgotten, the Shrek movies, Despicable Me 3, The Boss
Like
Baby,
90% of his bitch is other movie
Fred,
titles.
Fred 2, Fred 3, Monster-in-Law, The Wedding Planner, Fool's Gold, Jumper, Godzilla, 1998. What did you
Jumper
do?
was good.
What you did last summer.
And Godzilla 1998 was a shit.
What you did last
The one with
summer.
Matthew
I
Broderick.
still know what you did last summer.
Those were.
I know you.
Slasher
Yeah,
movies.
well,
I'll always
yeah.
know what you did last summer. Scream 3, Scream 4, The Bride of Chucky, Seed of
Scream
Chucky,
3 and
Curse
Scream
of
4 were
Chucky, The
good.
Cult of Chucky.
Hold
Hey,
on, Cult of Chucky
Colt was good.
was good.
And so was the other
And
one.
yeah, what was it?
The-
Not Seed. It's the one
the
before
one
Cult.
after Bride
Seed.
and Seed.
This-
Yeah, the one that
The first one with his daughter.
With
which
his
is-
daughter, yeah.
I'm about on the last
Okay,
paragraph.
let's hit it.
So this is a very hideous film. I'd rather rewatch The Room countless times than to
Again, it depends on what you're looking for.
ever watch this dumpster juice fire ever
In the
again.
room, man. That's
Worst
entertaining as
prequel
fuck.
ever,
Shut
worst
up.
R-rated movie ever, worst horror movie ever, worst film of 2006.
I did not say that. I did not.
Stupidest, most annoying, and most infuriating movie of all time. Anybody who likes this movie or anybody who thinks this movie is good is retarded and has horrendous taste in films. Rating 0 out of 10.
The best part in the room is when
There
he
you
goes
go.
to the florist.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am done.
When he walks in and like
Grabs
he
the-
he grabs the and
Hello,
then
doggy.
and then he goes to leave and he's like bye doggy,
Curse.
and then she's like you're my favorite customer. Like,
Dad. Curse.
Huh?
Curse of Chucky.
Curse of
Curse
Chucky.
of Chucky.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can never remember the name of that one.
Yeah. But it's
told
not
him.
bad. It's actually
No, I like
good.
that
The only
one.
part I didn't like about it was CG Chucky.
Yeah, I didn't.
That bothered me.
Go back to the. Yeah.
There was a scene there with the CG Chucky. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I skipped some movies in there.
I don't have that kind of time to sit there and
Like I
list
said,
out
that
bad
was,
movies.
that
Like,
was
Right.
3 screenshots. Full.
good lord, dude.
God damn.
Show me on the movie where it touched you. Like you can just turn it off.
Oh, it touched him. It touched him.
It touched him
Were you
bad.
just having a
multiple
bad
places.
day where you were like, I'm going to go on a rant about this movie? Or
Yeah, maybe he's really talking about his girlfriend or something. You know, like dumper.
We watch all these movies together, and I hate them all now.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
like,
made me
I don't
read
know,
more than I
Dumper.
like to.
You made him read.
You just made Eric hate the movie even more. All right. Let's moving on.
Taking a point away.
Sweet ass trivia with Karen.
When Eric gets his face wrapped in cellophane by Sheriff Hoyt, that's actually real. Matt Bomer's head was actually being wrapped in saran wrap. Arlie Ermy said he was very concerned for him. They left a small gap opening at the bottom of Matt's chin for him to breathe that didn't help much. So whenever he was having trouble breathing, he would indicate by knocking his knees together.
Oh my god.
No. This movie is not that one. Like, this movie is not worth your... Like, there's some movies you hear about terrible things happening behind the
Yeah.
scenes, and you're like, yeah, but...
That's
I mean,
all
that
it
was
takes
good
is for
cinema.
one person, like the one person that's supposed to be watching them, not to pay attention.
Yeah.
And then he's dead.
Yeah.
Because he's, yeah. No fucking way.
During filming, Arlie Ermey was called away to his mother's deathbed. For the remainder of time, filming was done around his character. Producers Andrew Form and Brad Fuller decided not to make a sequel to the 2003 movie. Good call. But the fans kept coming to them, asking how the family got that way and wanting to know several unanswered questions in the 2003 version. Some of them include how Monty lost both of his legs, and how Sheriff Hoyt lost his front teeth, and how Leatherface got his nickname. And after a meeting with Michael Bay, they let Sheldon Turner write the script for a prequel, and they were prepared to make it. What script? He just used the same shit. New Line had to pay $3 million more than it expected to in order to keep the series in the studio fold after Dimension Films made a pricey deal with the original rights holder Toby Hooper, Kim Henkel, and Robert Kuhn. Marietta Marich came up with the idea to sing Hush Little Baby to Bailey at the dinner table, which director Jonathan Liebsman thought was one of the creepiest things in the movie. According to producer Brad Fuller, the film was given an NC-17 by the MPAA, and a total of 17 scenes had to be edited in order to get an R rating. Sure they did. Body count, anybody got a guess?
16.
6. I'll take it back. 7. No, wait.
No, there's 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Going 8. 8.
Hold on. I'm on 7.
Oh, wait. 9.
9. 11.
What?
11.
12 if you count the cow.
Oh,
I didn't know we were
counting
counting animals.
No, I said
win.
12 if you count the cow.
So there's
I win because I
four-
was the only one in double digits.
there's the 4 main, the guy at the butcher place,
Then the
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 2
road.
bigers.
You really want to hash through the
2
bodies?
bikers. Hold on.
Good
I'm doing it.
I'm doing
The
it.
2 bikers.
Okay, yeah, that's 7, and
That's-
then you get the 2 on the road afterwards.
The 2 on the road.
So
That's
that's
And
9.
then Jordana Brewster.
I already counted her.
Yeah,
Oh, you already
she's
counted her?
She's the 4 in the main.
I thought we were going in order.
No, the
we're
4 main.
4 main.
The boss.
So for
I already
count,
counted him.
you
Oh.
count the cow, that's 10.
Count the cow. Well, I'm just counting up to 11.
Yeah, so right now we're at 10 with the cow. So
Who am I missing?
Yeah, who's the 11th? The
I
sheriff?
don't know. It doesn't tell me who.
Oh, the sheriff is
the
1. That's
sheriff.
10.
That's 11. No, the 10th was the cow, so 11th would be
No,
the sheriff.
12
No, he's
would be
only
the
doing
cow.
people right now. 12 is the cow. 12 if you count the cow.
12.
Yeah,
if you count
12 is the cow. Oh, the mom that gave birth.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
11.
that's
Okay.
11. So 12 if you count the cow.
Okay.
Well, I thought
There
she
it
was
is.
a cow.
Boy, now he's objectifying women. Now he's telling
Well, we didn't know
people
if
are
she
fat.
actually died or not because we couldn't tell if that was her or not.
I'm assuming she died.
Was
It
an
said she
assumption.
died in the synopsis thing that she read, so I'm assuming,
assuming
she
she
died. I mean, that's a face only a mother could love.
Yeah, no shit.
Anyway.
Could you imagine throwing a baby in the trash and then fucking 20 years later it comes knocking on your door for a job?
Did he know, though? Like, that would be a thing. Like, he wouldn't have known that that was the same baby, would he?
Maybe fucked up face and all that stuff. You
Yeah,
put
but
2 and 2 together.
20 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, that small of a town, too. You'd think he'd have to know.
He'd have to know, man.
Yeah. Guess he just didn't want to deal with mama.
Yeah. Hell, it was
What,
probably
give him a
his-
job?
It's probably his baby.
Oh. He likes cows.
Probably was.
Moo for me, baby, moo. Oh, man. What a good action movie.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
My hand was stuck.
Texas Chainsaw. I'm just kidding.
I quit. Eric's like, nope.
His face.
Hey, we would have only had 2 left after that.
This is a good one. Super Troopers.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Down for that.
All right. I'm down for that, meow.
Let's
Right
see
meow?
where it's at.
Right, meow.
What's your favorite part in that movie?
Ooh.
Oh, man. Favorite part in that movie?
Oh, shenanigans.
Oh, yeah. Shenanigans is a good part.
No, I like the
It's on.
Strawberries taste like
Yeah, that's good,
strawberries.
but it's overquoted.
It's
been
true.
overquoted.
I agree, but I can't help it. That's my favorite part, and everybody else who fucked it up, they can suck a dick.
It's streaming on FX Now, Fubo, and Hulu.
I really like the meow part. That shit
You
was
don't like
fun.
the meow? Oh,
No, I do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I really like
definitely.
that part. It's just funny because the whole time they're saying
Oh,
it,
the
and you
Germans.
can all you see his
love
belly,
the
and he's just
Germans.
laughing.
I love the Germans when they pull over the Germans, and that chick's trying to get in his pants the whole time, and then the guy's like, "I want to join."
I want to join.
The drunk part where they're all drunk driving around.
Oh
After they
yeah,
get fired.
that and the part with the frat party.
Yeah.
The frat
Oh,
party
at the
where they
very
go.
end. Remember when
No,
he's
at the
quacking when he's quacking like a duck?
Yeah.
That's at the end. Yeah.
All right, it's a good movie. Have you ever seen Super Troopers?
Oh,
it's
you
fucking
are in for a
hilarious.
treat.
It's funny.
Seriously.
There's nothing serious about the movie.
No.
It's a complete comedy.
Well, it has a good plot though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is it's got a good plot, a good coherent plot that is semi-serious, but they're not serious at all. Like it's.
We
Yes,
should put
has
Beer
to go in
Fest
there
in
and
there
fight
too,
that
'cause it's
damn
the same
pig.
guys.
I think we might
Beer Fest
have
is
it in there.
good.
I don't know. I'll look.
He has to go in there and fight that pig in the RV.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anyway, next week we're doing Super Troopers. This is actually Josh Drees's one of his favorite movies.
This is Jeremiah's favorite comedy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys, all the guys in this movie, these franchises, they're fucking great.
I love this movie, but I think I might like Beer Fest more for certain other reasons. Mostly because it's like they're a bunch of friends and they party and I don't know. Beer Fest is just entertaining as shit.
That's why I got into that Tacoma FD show.
It's a pretty
It's
good
fucking
show.
good
It's
show.
funny.
Next week we're gonna do Super Troopers, so be here. Don't forget about them. Socials.
We got the socials.
They'll be down in the description. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and all that good stuff, or in TikTok and all that shit. Madison's staring into space like a weirdo now. I think she's tired.
No.
No.
It's 'cause this
I'm
damn-
high, actually.
He was reading off so many movies, okay?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about them all?
No. Got tired.
It made me tired. All right. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and watch Super Troopers because it's fucking hilarious.
No Beer Fest.
No. Okay.
Needs to be in there.
We'll add it to the rolling list. All right. Well, say bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.